Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you get the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
This is VSiN Primetime with Tim Murray and Jonathan Von Tobel on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Thanks again to Cody Decker for stopping by. Derek Stevens, he will pop on in studio along with the rest of the crew and a special guest and maybe some beverages to consume. Sources tell me, so
I'm down.
Stay tuned for that. Top of the hour. Looking forward to Derek stopping by.
Always down to clown, baby.
You're excited today.
Well, I mean,
Feeling good.
To take people behind the scenes of what has happened to me today. So I am having some car troubles. The starter, I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday. The starter in my wife's car went out. So to be a good husband because, my wife's got to do things and whatnot, and she does take care of our children when I'm working and everything. To help the schedule out, I was like, look, just drop me off at work early. You drop me off at work early, you can take care of the other stuff, and I'll survive hanging out, watching baseball, doing whatever. And I ended up, as I am one to do, hands were itching a bit, so decided to play a little bit of video poker. Got four aces, got 3 other 4 of a kinds. Maybe played that down a little bit, but we've been firing away, just ready to go. So I'm in a good mood. I feel great. Football season's around the corner. We got just 2 days.
Got 2 preseason games tonight.
Right. The Colts amongst them. And that's...
Colts getting some action today, by the way.
Well, it's just starters against backups, so that sounds like it's the plan.
You going to lay 6.5 with the Colts?
No, but here's the thing, okay?
Baby.
The state of journalism today, okay? I have a bone to pick because... We heard, and I'm sure you did too, see all these quotes coming out of Colts practice the other day about how the Bengals defenders were talking trash, saying that Anthony Richardson could only run the ball, that he just throws to spots and not to receivers. Bengals were talking all sorts of mess. Buried in that article, at the very bottom, Tim, was a couple of graphs about how once Shane Steichen came back to the sideline because he was going and watching the defense, Anthony Richardson and the offense destroyed the Bengals! Especially when it came to the red zone practice. So my problems with journalism today start and end with the way that we report on training camp practices. Enough with the nonsense about the quotes. Get to the truth. And the truth is, Anthony Richardson kicked the asses of the Cincinnati Bengals later in that practice.
Man, fired up JVT. In a good mood, won some hands of video poker.
That's right.
His Colts are laying 6.5 tonight. Come on, lay 6.5.
John Von Triggered, is that what that says?
John Von Triggered.
I like it. Not bad. You can go with
it's not the worst.
Jonathan Vexed Tobel, I guess. I don't know.
You didn't like my JVT makes an SGP.
It's just a little too easy, but I understand it. I understand.
It's 3 letters, 3 letters. Unfortunately, Jack Flaherty let you down because everything else came home, right?
In terms of
Dodgers won.
No. Two of the 3 legs failed yesterday for the SGP because the Mariners ended up tacking on a 4th run late in the game. So we had under 3.5.
Once I saw Jack Flaherty not get home, I stopped.
Dodgers did whoop up on him though, especially in the first 5 got there. So
and what a collapse!
Do I get one of the 3 legs?
No, that's not how it works. You gotta get all of them. So 2 preseason games tonight worth mentioning: Indianapolis Colts at the Cincinnati Bengals. Depending on where you look, DraftKings has gone to 7, 6.5 still available if you want to lay the 6.5. If you're wondering, this is, we talk about this so much in the NBA. What would you rather do? Would you rather lay 6.5 full game or 6 first half, knowing that the starter's probably only going to play the opening half there for the Indianapolis Colts?
Yeah, I think you're and the real answer, to be boring, is you're not betting anything.
Right, because the number was 2.5 and moved up to 6.5.
But if we're playing the game of you have to pick one of them, lean toward first half, given the fact that we know that Anthony Richardson and the Colts sounds like are going to play their starters in this game. We know about what that could look like. Do I dare sprinkle on the motivation of what happened in training camp and the quotes that are out there? I mean, I don't know. It might be a part of it. But I do think that's the case. So I would probably go first half more than anything else. But again, that's been beat to crap. Every bit of information we know has been factored into that line.
The other game, Chicago at the Kansas City Chiefs. And right now, the Chicago Bears are a 2.5 point favorite. All right, we've talked about it a lot. But let's dive a little bit more into it. Game starts in 5 minutes, so let's get a little primetime primer. Get you ready for tonight's baseball action.
Previews, analysis, odds, and angles, all to make you a better. This is Primetime Primer.
Happy Skeens Day, ladies and gentlemen. I guess he stinks now. He just, went 6 innings and allowed 2 runs in his last start with 6 strikeouts. But Paul Skeens on the hill tonight for the Pittsburgh Pirates as they take on the Cincinnati Reds. This game's starting in 5 minutes. We've got the screen there showing you what the spread is. And here at Circa, Pirates money starting to hit the window, hit the screen.
There we go.
It was minus 138 at around 4:30 Eastern this afternoon, and is now out to minus 148. So a move of 10 cents back towards the Pittsburgh Pirates for the full game. As for first 5, Pittsburgh out to a minus 195 favorite. You heard from Cody what he expects. He expects 5 innings from Paul Skeens tonight, and maybe with an extra day of rest, JVT, and maybe just 5 innings, do we see that velo get back up to what it was? Do we see the triple digits return if he knows he's just kind of honing in on 5 innings?
Yeah, potentially. It could be the case. We also do know that Cincinnati comes into this with the 6th highest strikeout rate among teams in Major League Baseball, so they strike out about a quarter of the time. We know that they are the 7th worst lineup in Major League Baseball by weighted runs created plus standards, so it should be a group that you're able to come out here and dominate. Having said that, by his standards, again, I use that with Cody, which is he's working against the own standards he has set for himself, which is greatness. Skeens looked okay by his standards against the Mariners, who, as we know, have not been a particularly great lineup.
Walked to season high 4, was all over the place. Still struck out 6.
Yes, so we know how good he can be, but we also know how bad the Mariners lineup can be because they just fired their manager. It looks like they are tanking in a very bad way. But I would assume with a little bit of that extra rest, obviously they know all of the things that we're talking about in terms of the command and what to work on and what it is, that he's going to be able to bounce back here. So I understand the market at least coming back, especially when you look at where he's been priced recently. I mean, we saw massive prices earlier in his starts. What was he? Was he minus 198 in the first 5 against the Dodgers at one point?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
At least minus 170.
Yeah, Shohei took him deep in that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to that point, that's how high this dude has been priced before. So to come in against the lowly Reds at home and only be about $1.55 or $1.45 against this team, so the first 5's a little bit more inflated. But you know what I'm saying? That seemed like where we were with Skeens before, a little cheap. Not surprising that maybe you saw this push back up.
Coming up in the 7 o'clock Eastern hour, our game of the day is the Houston Astros. JVT's Houston Astros against the Baltimore Orioles. Spaghetti. Spencer Arrighetti on the hill for the Houston Astros. Corbin Burns gets the nod for the Baltimore Orioles. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw the news today. I don't think it was a good trade for the Orioles to get Trevor Rogers, as he was optioned to AAA after 4 starts for
Fantasy Club. Go big and go all night with our luxurious rooms and suites. Book the time of your life today at Circa Las Vegas.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh.
From the Don Constantini Multimedia Center on the campus of Youngstown State University, it is time for high school football on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240. Today's game is brought to you by our friends at the Cleveland Cobras. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Dave Ferris, Michael Rickard, high atop the stadium here at Youngstown State. And Dave, it is time for year number 4.
And I am ready. I'm juiced up and ready to go tonight, Mark. Definitely ready to see this game tonight.
This is a big matchup to start the season off, Dave. The Cuyahoga Falls Walsh Jesuit Warriors and the Youngstown Ursuline Irish, both teams lost in the regional final this year and are loaded for 2024.
Yeah, that's what's so intriguing about this game. We know to start off the season, for these two teams to go at it, it's just a great thing. This is where you start off high school football.
We are going to take our first time out as we are just about 10 minutes away from kickoff. When we come back on the other side of the break, we'll have the Malutic Live Coach's Corner. You're listening to the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues here on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240. It's now time for today's Coach's Corner. As always, the Coach's Corner brought to you by Malutic Live, your home for high school sports. Follow them on social media at Malutic_Live. Here's my conversation with veteran head coach Dan Reardon of the Ursuline Irish.
Pre-game show continues, joined by Dan Reardon, head coach of the Ursuline Irish. And Coach, you're a couple of scrimmages in, getting ready to start the regular season tonight. How has camp and everything gone leading up to the opener tonight?
Yeah, we're excited. We feel like we feel like we had a really good camp, and it was a long physical stretch, and we came off 2 scrimmages against 2 very quality opponents, and we're playing a good one against Walsh Jesuit, and with that in mind, we have to be at our best.
What has that transition been for DC Farrell back to the quarterback spot he was playing out when he joined your program?
Well, early in his career, he played quarterback, and he also has been our backup quarterback for the past 2 years. So he's not a stranger to the position, which is good. From our offense perspective, he brings a little bit extra flair to the position because of what he can do with his feet. He's so dynamic with the ball in his hands. So, it's going to be exciting to watch him throughout the course of the season.
When you look at your redshirt running back position this year, Coach. I know you've got some upperclassmen, but a little bit of inexperience there. How has that worked itself out so far?
Yeah, so far so good. We feel like we have 4 running backs who all can contribute, and 2 seniors, a junior and a sophomore. And if you look at any practice that we have, it's a toss up. Who looks the best on any given day. They're all very capable runners. All of them also play defense for us, which is nice. So, we're going to be able to keep some fresh legs on the field offensively. Because we don't have one guy who's likely to get a huge sum of carries. Because they're all pretty even.
Have any of them separated themselves with their ability to block, or maybe their ability to catch the ball out of the backfield?
I'll be honest. I'm real pleased with how all of them are blocking, and that's something that was really a point of emphasis, for them as a group throughout camp, and they've all done a really good job with it, and they're all unselfish kids, so I think that's one thing that it creates a luxury for us if we have more, if we have 2 of them on the field at the same time, either one can get the ball, all of them have the ability to carry the ball, to block for the other guy, and they're unselfish that way.
I know it doesn't affect this season, Coach, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on the new league forming in the next couple of years involving some of the powerhouse parochial schools in the state.
Yeah, we're excited. The first thing is even before this league was formed or even talked about being formed, our schedule was set for this year, and 5 of the 7 other teams that are in the league, it's an 8-team league, including us, we're already playing 5 of the 7 teams this year, and that's not uncommon for us to play that volume of the schools that are going to be in the conference. So, I think a lot of people, made a big deal about the travel and everything. And if you look at our schedule year in and year out, unfortunately, we do need to travel a lot to fill our schedule. So the league kind of made sense to, lock in opponents and create, some competition from an all conference situation, for our kids to compete with. It's going to be a very, very competitive league, but, it's going to be a lot of the same teams that we've played over the years.
Coach, you look at tonight's opponent, Walsh Jesuit, had a fantastic season last year, lost in the regional final. This is a heck of a season opener for your squad to face a team like that in week 1.
Yeah, it is. And I think it's 2 really good football programs going at it. Opening night on a Thursday, the first night of the season, it makes it that much more exciting. A bunch of radio coverage. It's the TV game of the week. And so there's going to be a lot of eyes and ears on this game. And again, I think it's because of the tradition that both programs bring. Both of us have high expectations this year, and, we expect a slugfest, and, I think it's going to be a great game.
And finally, Coach, in years past, 2 high-scoring teams, 2 very capable, good defenses. Is there a key for you that if you can accomplish one thing, you feel like you have a good chance to open up the season 1-0?
Yeah, there's a handful of things. First of all, if you look at their schedule from a year ago, their results from a year ago, nine times they scored over 40 points, which is just incredible. They showed incredible efficiency on offense. To score over 40 points a game, you're scoring almost every possession throughout the course of a game. And, their ability to score and just be consistent and efficient, it's really a tall task for our defense. So our defense has to force some stops, force them to punt and, minimize what they do. And when you're playing a very capable opponent, it would be unrealistic to say, we got to go shut them out tonight. We need to go out and slow them down and force some punts. And, we feel like our offense has the ability to score on people, and we have to be efficient. And, so if we can get some stops, take care of the football, create some takeaways on defense, steal some extra possessions that way, we'll have a chance. But, again, I think it's 2 really good football teams. And I know our kids are excited. I'm certain their kids are excited as well. And I expect it to be a great football game.
Coach, thank you for the opportunity to catch up with you. Best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was the head coach of the Ursuline Irish. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll have more here on Sports Radio 1240 and the iMedia One Network.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back at the Don Constantine Multimedia Center on the campus of Youngstown State University, getting set for Walsh, Jesuit, and Ursuline to kick off our Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. And boy, Dave, this is one. When you talk about starting the season, you got people around the state of Ohio circling this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's going to have major implications as it goes down the line for the rest of the season. But like I said earlier, this is the way you want to start off. Find out exactly where you at on opening night.
And when you look at the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, they have weapons. Keller Moten, the dual threat quarterback. You talk about Lucas Weaver, the 1,300-yard rusher. I know, Mylan Parrish, the junior wide receiver. He's got offers from Wisconsin, Purdue, Kentucky, and more.
Yeah, and like you said, just a junior, 6'5", 200. That's a big-time receiver.
So we are getting set to get this one underway here this evening. Ursuline will kick. Walsh Jesuit will get their hands on the football first. And we are just about set to kick this game off here from Youngstown State University. Game 2 coming up tomorrow night, Canfield and West Branch. We'll have that one for you here. That will be on Western Reserve Radio 2 exclusively, as we'll have San Francisco 49ers football here on Sports Radio 1240 coming up tomorrow. So that is Freddie Marcel ready to get us underway with twin returners back deep for Walsh Jesuit. Coach Alexander has his squad ready. And we are underway. End over end kick going to be fielded at about the 13, across the 15, outside to the 20. Breaks a tackle 25 and down near the 27-yard line. And that is where the Warriors will start. First and 10, Dominic Romani, the senior wide receiver, on the return. And Walsh Jesuit will go right to left here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this potent offense that we know of from last year. We got to see how Ursuline deals with this right off the bat.
So first and 10, Keller Moten is the quarterback. Lucas Weaver and Carlos Smith will see time in the backfield. They will use a typical 4 wide receiver set. They'll start with 5 in an empty backfield. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Now the back will go in motion. That is Carlos Smith settling into the backfield. Low snap, Moten to throw. He'll step up and run across the 30, 35, 40 to the 45, down to the 46-yard line. And a quarterback power down to the 45-yard line as a big gain for the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, it opened up, and he's seen that and got as much as he could on that run right there, Mark. And if they continue to do that, he could do that all night, the way they run this offense there.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Moulton has one receiver right, stacked 3 to the left side. They'll run it on 1st down. Give it to Carlos Smith. Check that is a new ball carrier already in there, wearing number 26 for Walsh Jesuit. That is James Brewer on the carry. And now he will come to the sidelines.
Yeah, switched up on that one, Mark. Normally a receiver was in the backfield that time.
So it is going to be a 2nd down for the Warriors. Slot receiver right and will now go into the backfield. Twins to each side. Moulton takes the snap. Going to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught inside the 45 and down near the 42-yard line of the Irish. That is Aiden Henry, one of the senior wide receivers, on the catch. And that is going to move the chains for the Warriors.
Yeah, another 1st down. And they actually are mixing up real nice, running pass and finding positive on every play.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Stacked 2 to the right. Split running backs to each side of Keller Moulton, the quarterback. They're going to run it. And that's going to be straight power up the middle across the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. And that, again, was the receiver that they brought in, James Brewer, on the carry. It's going to set up a 2nd down and about 6 to go.
Yeah, they're keeping this defense spread out, too.
Trips to the right, single receiver left. Moulton going to roll that way. He's going to dump it underneath. That pass was low and incomplete. In and out of the hands of Sawyer Del Boso. And that pass will fall incomplete.
Yeah. And it really hit him right there in the breadbasket, as they say. I think he was looking to run before he got the ball and really settled in with it.
So it brings up big 3rd down and 6 now for the Irish defense trying to get off the field. No score, 10:03 to play in the opening quarter. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They're going to run it up the middle on 3rd down, and they'll get to the 35-yard line. Only going to get about a yard. Going to bring up 4th and 5, and that tells me, Dave, if you're running the ball like that on 3rd and 6, you're probably going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, and the percentages of what they've been doing so far, you would think they would go for it. Their offense has really been doing well, getting the multiple yards that they need.
Twins to the right and left side, and running back settling now into the backfield is Cade Romani, number 23. A lot of numbers going in and out in this opening drive for the Warriors. Moulton takes the snap, looks to throw, goes downfield. Pass caught by Mylan Paris, breaks a tackle. He'll have a 1st down to the 24-yard line. Paris, the big, tall, 6'4" receiver, getting looked at by multiple Big Ten schools. We remind you, you're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and the iMedia One network.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why are they playing so far off, and it's giving him a lot of time.
Low snap. They will run it on 1st down, right up the middle, and blasting his way down to the 20-yard line. And it's going to set up a 2nd down and call it about 7 to go. So we go under 9 minutes to play in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that's just for me, that's just too much cushion they're giving the receivers right now.
Stack 2 to the right, 1 to the left side. Get a little bit of a read carry to the outside, and the Irish are there to read that well as Cade Romani knocked down behind the 20-yard line, and will bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, they came up and really recognized that play quickly and was able to stop it.
So 3rd down now coming up for the Warriors on this, their opening possession of the game. As we hit the 8-minute mark of the opening quarter. Moulton to throw. Now it's a double pass, wide open, and walking into the end zone is Mylan Paris for the 20-yard touchdown. And Walsh Jesuit strikes first in the opening drive and takes a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a great play right there. This sucked the defense right in, thinking that was going to be a little screen pass. And I guess from here, I couldn't tell if it was backwards or not, but it was, and just cleared open. It was just a perfect play call.
So this will bring on the kicker, Freddie Marcel, wearing number 91, to attempt the extra point. Irish showing some pressure up the middle. Play clock under 20. Snap down, kick on the way. And Marcel's extra point is up, and it is good. 7:57 to play opening quarter. It is Walsh Jesuit 7, Ursuline 0. We're back after this on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Well, Dave, impressive drive by the Warriors on their opening possession, and then they mix in the double pass for good measure to finish the drive off.
Yeah, I mean, a very good play calling all the way down the field. Very impressive, no doubt about it. Now, this is what we want to see. How do Ursuline respond? Do they come out and show something right away and show that they can come right back? It's going to be very important for them to be able to do that, or it'll be a long night, Mark, because I didn't see any indication of stopping them this last drive.
Right, they really mixed it up well on that opening drive too, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I liked. That's what I said. The play calling was great, kept you off balance, and that's what they did with Ursuline there. But they're going to have to tighten up that secondary. They have to come up. They can't play 7 yards off on a team like this. You're already running it well. So you got to bring somebody up and get somebody in the box also.
This kick brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. So they will get set to kick the ball. Again, doing the kicking is Freddie Marcel, number 91. It's going to be a short.
Well, no.
That kick carried a lot further than it looked like initially. The returner came up on it, and it sailed over his head and out of the back of the end zone.
Well, what I think of, he's seen what we seen, which was nothing, because I couldn't track the ball once it got really up there where it was at, and it went deep in the end zone.
So 7:57 to play in this opening quarter. A 7-0 lead for the visiting Walsh Jesuit Warriors, and D.C. Farrell at the helm for the Irish in his senior year will take the field at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, very good athlete in D.C. Farrell.
Farrell going to throw, going to take a shot down the middle, has a man open across midfield to the 45-yard line, across the 40, and down to the 38-yard line. Jaquise Liaison on the reception as they take a shot deep right back at him.
Oh, yeah, right on target, too.
They're going to come right back to the line. They will run it on first down, and not a lot of running room, down to the 38-yard line. As that's Joe Baylog, the senior, who got knocked down after a short gain. They're going to say no gain, make it second down and 10. Twins to each side of the formation. Farrell wearing number 0 at the quarterback spot. Joe Baylog remains the running back. Farrell takes the snap. He'll give it to Baylog on second down and 10, and there's no running room off that left side, Dave. It's going to be third down and 10.
Yeah, great defense there. They're filling the holes quickly, and they're getting there quick with their linebackers.
So this will bring up a third down and 10 for the Irish. Farrell to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it, looking for the first down, and he's going to just have enough across the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Coach Reardon said that with me in the pregame interview. He brings a different element to the quarterback spot.
I mean, did you see how he got the, as they say, 0 to 60 immediately? He's just a good athlete. Their leading receiver last year.
Trips to the right. Run the ball again with Baylog up the middle. He'll hammer across the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. Picks up 2. It's 2nd down and 8. Irish going to come right back to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left side. Farrell takes the snap. Looping throw outside and off the hands of his intended target, Amir Brown. And the incompletion will bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, he looked to run before he got that ball there. It was there. But it was definitely defended well, too. I don't know how much he would have got on that play.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Irish. 6:09 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Walsh Jesuit. Farrell to throw it with time. Fakes the dump off. Now he's going to go underneath. Has a man open across the 15, inside the 10, and down near the 7-yard line. That's Devontae Taylor, the junior wide receiver. A little drag route across the middle of the field for the 1st down.
And did you see how he held that defense and made them be honest by holding it up like you didn't know what he was going to do? Great play.
Trips to the left. And before this play can get off, we have got whistles and our first penalty of the night, and this looks like it's going to go on Walsh Jesuit.
I tell you, Mark, this is what I said. Let's see how they respond. And I have nothing else to say. They responded well so far. They got to finish this drive off.
So they've driven down the field, and we'll have a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Farrell goes in motion. New quarterback in there on the blast, and he's going to drive to the goal line. And Walsh Jesuit says they have the football, and they do.
Oh, boy.
Well, Dave, they brought in another quarterback. That was Carter Rudzik, the junior, on some quarterback power.
Yep.
And the ball came loose, and the Warriors have come out of there with the football.
Yeah, and, sometimes you get a little bit too cute, as they say, with everything. Everything that was going, I would think I would have went with Farrell being the guy. You bring somebody in off the bench, cold, he's going to be the quarterback running the football. These things happen like that. And boy, so that could be demoralizing, Mark. Really
first
good.
Turnover of the game after an impressive drive by the Irish. 5:31 to play here in the opening quarter. 7-0 lead for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. They have the football at the 20-yard line, working right to left. They'll put twin receivers out to each side of the formation. Keller Moulton is the quarterback. Running back moves to the right side. He'll get the handoff. 2 hands on the football. Running right up the middle across the 30. Breaks a tackle to the 35 and out near the 37. Make it the 38-yard line on another impressive run, that time by Cade Romani, the junior running back who's gotten a lot of work.
Yeah, already. And I tell you, they're getting large chunks on these running plays.
1st and 10, Warriors to the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the roll. He's going to keep it. He's going to roll to the outside. He's going to get across midfield and go out of bounds into the Irish bench. That'll be another Walsh Jesuit 1st down.
I tell you, this is something. I mean, that's why that offensive drive by Ursuline was so important. It was so important to get in the end zone on that.
So the run by Keller Moulton, the senior quarterback, has the ball resting at just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll look to throw. Goes downfield, and that pass is going to be short-hopped and incomplete. Looking for Mylan Paris. He did a good job to come back to the football, but that was a low throw.
Yeah, it sure was. One that he normally probably would catch, but it definitely was low.
So 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. Clock stops at 5:02 to play here in the opening quarter. It is Walsh Jesuit 7.
That's a problem over here on this side. This is not good.
They're going to run it, and they'll get across midfield down to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 3 brings up a 3rd and 7.
He may come back to that lineup again later. If they line up like that again, they only have one defensive back really out wide with 2 receivers. They got to get out there.
So 3rd down and 7 from the 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left side. Back to throw. Has time. Downfield, pass intercepted at the 40. Across the 30, 45. Still on his feet, trying to get to the outside. He's across the 35 and down to the 34-yard line.
Yes.
As the Ursuline Irish come up with the turnover of their own and have the football at the Walsh Jesuit Warriors 34-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you that's the guy I was telling you before the game, who Ursuline got from Camel High School to play basketball, but actually could play football, as I said, and he got that picked and ran it back with a nice run back.
That's Deshaun Will, the senior.
Mm-hmm.
So turnovers are even up at 1 apiece with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to play in today's opening quarter. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week, Sports Radio 1240 and the iMedia One Network. Farrell at the quarterback spot. I'm going to run it to the short side. He's going to keep it, turn the corner, 30, 25, 20, and it gets hammered out of bounds. And you don't see that short side quarterback run often, but with his speed, he got to the edge quickly.
Real quick, and that's why I said, why change quarterbacks? If you're going to run it, just run it with him. I mean, the guy is electric.
Going to give it to Baylog, trying to get to the outside, and Baylog will get to the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, that was a big defensive play. As we seen Jesuit was definitely getting on a roll on that offense again. They didn't need to have anything big to happen again. This way they give it this opportunity. Got to get in the end zone on this one, though.
Farrell going to put 2 receivers to the right, wing to the left, running back to the right of Farrell. Farrell's going to keep the football, gets across the 15, dives down to the 10-yard line, and he's going to be just a little shy of a first down. They'll spot him at the 11 and bring up 3rd down, and they're just about a yard away from another first down.
Yeah, this guy is impressive, I'm telling you.
Irish, they want to go right back to the line. They give the ball to the tailback. That's Baylog bouncing it to the outside, looking for the pylon, looking for the end zone.
It's in.
And it's a touchdown for the Irish. An 11-yard touchdown run by Joe Baylog, and we're an extra point away from a tie game.
Yeah, and I tell you, he's seen the end zone, and he wanted it. And a lot of speed and power on that one to get onto the outside and get in that end zone.
So Baylog's 11-yard TD run makes it 7-6 Walsh Jesuit. And we see we have one of 2 kickers for the Irish, and it's going to be, looks like 38, Anthony Tabak, the senior, going to get the first shot at the extra point. Farrell to hold. Snap down, extra point all the way, and that kick is up and good by Tabak. 3:38 to play opening quarter. It is now Walsh Jesuit 7, Ursuline 7 on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Well, Dave, big response by the Irish when they needed it. They get the turnover. They cash it in on the 11-yard touchdown run by Baylog, and we're tied at 7.
Yeah, we back to square one now. It's an even ball game, so enjoying this one for sure.
So getting set to kick this ball off are the Irish, and as always, all season long, kickoffs brought to you by Repair That Glass and Hubbard. Reminding you accidents happen, that's why you need Repair That Glass. Offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. And we thank owner Don Gosney for being with us for the 3rd straight season now, and we appreciate all of our fine sponsors.
Well, Mark?
Could you have asked for a more beautiful night, Dave?
Yeah, and even got greater when that sun went down out of our eyes. But it's perfect. It is a perfect night for football.
They've come to the end of the first quarter at Howland, and we can tell you Niles and Howland, they are scoreless on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Niles and Howland, no score after 1. Irish getting set to kick the football away. That's Anthony Tabak, number 38, handling the kicking duties. Our game, one of 6 total in the Valley on this Thursday night. End over end kick at the 10, across the 15, 20, 25 to the 30, to the 35, and hammered down at about the 37-yard line. And that was a big blow delivered by the Irish special teams.
Yeah, it sure was. That was Mary Brown who came up and really gave him a shot on that one.
So tied up at 7, 3.5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. I always said, it either rains or we have lightning. Something terrible happens in week 1.
Usually.
That must have just been when I worked with Jim Craven, and now not with you. We get better weather. 1st and 10 for Moton and the Warriors. He will hand it off on first. And now he's going to keep it on the quarterback read. And it's great job by the Irish.
Yes.
Scraping down the line, staying in position, and making the play.
Yeah, and I tell you, Vinny Fecco, just a 10th grader, really did an excellent job, as you said, scraping down the line, and he was right there to make that stop.
Now, I don't know if it's me getting older, but I feel like we see a lot of underclassmen all over the Valley getting a lot of playing time.
Yeah, you didn't see that in years past, but they definitely do now.
One receiver right, trips to the left side, single back in the backfield with Keller Moton, who's back to throw. He's going to step up, he'll run with the football. And he's going to come to an awkward slide down at the 48-yard line, and that is not the way you want to go down on the turf.
Yeah, it didn't look great. He seems to be okay, nothing like that, but it didn't look good the way he came to a sudden stop like that.
Coaching staff said he's a dual threat at the quarterback spot, and he has proven that so far in the opening quarter. Split 2 receivers to the right. Single receiver, that's Paris to the left side. Running backs to each side of Keller Moton, who takes the snap. He'll hand it off and squeeze it across the 50 down to the 45-yard line. On the carry for Walsh Jesuit, that's number 26, James Brewer. Like you mentioned, listed as a wide receiver, getting some carries in the backfield.
Yeah, and he's running the ball very well, too. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line. He was opening up some big holes.
Going to stack 2 running backs behind the quarterback. Now they'll go to each side of Moton. He'll hand it off to the back on the right side, trying to power his way for the first down, and he'll get the first down just across the 40-yard line into Irish territory. And you're talking about 2 teams, Dave, that averaged well over 30 points a game last year, and this could be another one of those nights.
Yeah, it may be up and down a track meet. But I see they run the ball, and they're trying to lull them to sleep. I think a pass play is definitely getting ready to come up.
2 receivers to the right side. Mylan Paris, the junior, to the left. Running backs to this each right and left of Moton, who's back to throw. Going to take a shot downfield for Paris, and that pass is incomplete. And the defensive back there for the Irish, Deshaun Will, asking for a flag because Parrish, when he came out of that route, he pushed off.
He definitely did. Boy, I'm going to have a lot to talk to tonight. I'll tell you when I see Deshaun.
So the incompletion brings up 2nd and 10, and the Warriors going to split 2 receivers to each side. Single back in the backfield with Moton. Running back is to his left. We're down to 1:30 in this opening quarter. Moton's going to keep the football, get to the outside, and then got sandwiched down between 2 Irish defenders at about the 28-yard line. That'll be another Walsh Jesuit Warrior first down. And, Dave, both these quarterbacks bring a whole different element to the game.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely run the football with speed and agility. And it's tough when you have to defend that. Definitely a hard thing to do.
Single receiver, right diamond formation to the left. They'll run it on first down with Cade Romani, number 23. And I'll tell you, the two running backs I got in my two deep have not matched up to the ones that have seen action on the field.
Isn't that something? I'm telling you.
Up-tempo, both teams go on the offensive side. Single receiver right, trips to the left side. Running back was a few yards deep behind Moten. Now he'll move to his left. Moten going to roll that way. He's going to keep it with the football. He's got to get across the 20 and down to the 19-yard line, and maybe time enough for one more play in this opening quarter.
Yeah, they may get one more in. Well, the way they run things, yeah, they definitely get the one in, unless they just want the clock to go ahead and.
Play clock at 33 seconds, game clock at 10 seconds. We've got movement up front. And our second flag of the evening.
Yeah, those are the type of flags you don't like. Those there, that's just a mental error, and the focus was off there.
Not only a mental error, Dave, but it gives them the first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you want to do.
We will wind the clock after the penalty, and we have come to the end of the opening quarter in the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. After one, it is the Walsh Jesuit Warriors 7 and the Ursuline Irish 7 on the iMedia 1 network in Sports Radio 1240.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week on the iMedia 1 network.
Walsh Jesuit and Ursuline tied at 7 as we get set to begin the second quarter. We'll give you all the action going on around the valley after this next play by the Warriors. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left side, single back in the backfield is to the right of the quarterback, Keller Moten. Now he'll move to the left side. Moten takes the snap. He'll follow that running back in the hole. Now bounce to the outside. Pulled down from behind at the 11-yard line. And great pursuit by the Irish defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get that number. That's not, yes it is. Is that Farrell on defense?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that is him. That's DC Farrell. Great play on that there. I mean, he was there in a flash to make that play.
2nd and 8 from the 12-yard line. Just underway, second quarter, tied up at 7, Walsh Jesuit and Ursuline. Diamond formation, receivers to the right, single to the left side. Moten going to roll that way, looking that way, firing towards the end zone. The pass knocked away and incomplete. Coming across defensively to bat that ball away, Luke Kohler, number 22, flying through the air to knock that away.
Yeah, a good defensive play. He tried to fit that one in there, and he made the play on defense.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, other games around the valley tonight include Jackson Milton at Matthews, Niles at Howland, Warren Harding is at Canton McKinley, Warren JFK at Liberty, and Crestview at Western Reserve. Trips to the right, single receiver left, running back to the right. 3rd down and 8 from the 12-yard line. Gonna flip it to the receiver.
Yes.
Flag on the play as he is spotted up at the 10-yard line. And we'll have to sort out the penalty. That's a hold on the Warriors. You got to think about it here. What do you want to do? Do you take the penalty or do you take the down?
Oh, boy, yeah, because it would bring up 4th down. And probably about near 10 to do it. This is going to be interesting. He declined it.
I like that. I like that call. Decline the penalty, take the down. Going to bring up 4th down, and we'll see what the Warriors elect to do here.
Look like they're bringing a kicker on.
Their kicker is Freddie Marcel, the junior. Doing the holding for the Warriors is Chase McKenna. Wide receiver and safety, knee down at the 19, make it a 29-yard attempt down the right hash for Freddie Marcel. Snap down, kick on the way, has the distance, knuckling, and it is just good.
Yes.
Over the uprights for Marcel.
Yeah, that's a knuckleball. You get it right in there. All counts the same. Doesn't look pretty, but it definitely counts the same.
So Marcel's field goal makes our score. Walsh Jesuit 10, Ursuline 7. We'll step aside for a quick break on the iMedia 1 Network and Sports Radio 1240.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia 1 Network.
10-7 the lead for the visiting Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Time for the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit them at 778 North Main Street at Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. And we could tell you Howland now has taken a 7-0 lead on the Niles Red Dragons. Another rivalry game to start off week one.
Yeah.
Under 7 minutes to play first half.
Yeah, that definitely a rival right there. And Howland, to see they're able to score early is something that we didn't see in the past, and getting that offense going.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass at Hubbard, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Call for an appointment at 330-534-3192. So Marcel set to kick. If you can hear in our wireless crowd mic for today, that mic is right behind the Walsh Jesuit Warrior bench. Marcel's kick, end over end, nice driving, deep kick back to the 2-yard line. Across the 10, 15, full head of steam, 20, 25, 30, 35 to the 40.
Oh, my.
And all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Did I see him do a Derrick Henry? Because I see him get rid of somebody with a stiff arm.
Right, just saw one of the special teamers for the Warriors go flying the other direction.
Oh, my goodness. Now, that's how you return a kickoff. There's no hesitation. There's nothing. You just take off full speed.
That looked like the women's rugby team for the U.S. during the Olympics with that stiff arm.
Yes.
I may have watched a few hours, 100 hours or so of the Olympics.
I'm in agreement with you. I enjoyed it.
So 1st and 10 for Farrell and the Irish from their 45-yard line. Farrell takes the snap, going to fire downfield. Great. Oh, he couldn't hold on to it. Looked like almost a fingertip catch looked like that was Taylor out there who couldn't pull the ball down. The incompletion, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I mean, boy, it was a little low, but it was a nice pass right on time.
Second down and 10 for the Irish. Vinny Fecco now went at the running back
great
spot.
Defense. Great defense there.
No running room for Fecco on the carry. His first touch. 5'9", 164-pound sophomore running back wearing number 7. Loss of 1 brings up third down and 11. Might be a little closer to 12. One receiver right, trips to the left side. Farrell takes the low snap, back to throw. Has time, going to step up in the pocket. Eyes downfield, thought about throwing. Now he's going to pump fake. He's going to flip the pass downfield, and it was almost intercepted by one of the defenders for Walsh Jesuit, James Brewer.
I think he was over the line of scrimmage when he let that ball go, too.
Almost got a hand on it, but yeah, the flag came out once he crossed the 45-yard line. So the incompletion would bring up fourth down. So we'll have to see what Coach Nick Alexander decides to do.
And he could push him back just to try to get field position so he won't be ended up deep in his territory.
Illegal forward pass on the Irish. He crossed the line of scrimmage, loss of down, fourth down. It usually takes me a while to get into that rhythm of, remembering all the penalties. We did do a few games together this summer, but didn't always have the best officiating.
Yeah, it's a different kind of penalties there.
Yeah, we know what we're going to get out of the great Ohio High School Association referees.
Yeah, sure.
So we will see what the Irish do here on 4th and 15. They're going to bring on John Frangos, the senior, to punt the ball away. 2 returners back deep for the Warriors. Aiden Henry is number 5. Play clock rolling down. It ran down, but this is going to be a rugby-style punt by Frangos that goes off the side of his foot, out of bounds, and the Warriors are going to have the ball at their own 48-yard line to begin this possession with a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, just an 11-yard punt. And I'll tell you that I don't know if they were really trying just to do the rugby or really trying to see if they can get somebody open and make a pass play on that, but it didn't work out well for them.
Yeah, Frangos doubles as a running back for Coach Reardon. But it is now the Warriors who have the football, resting just shy of the 49-yard line. 9:44 to play, first half, 10-7. Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline.
Yeah, you don't want to give these guys this great field position like this.
2 receivers go to each side of the formation. Moten checking in with the sidelines. Play clock has not started yet at 25 seconds. They will snap it. They're going to run it on first down. A little bit of a break through the wall of defenders.
Got a penalty marker
and then
there.
a flag came up at the end of that play, and they may tack on 15 for a face mask.
That's why I was wondering where it was at. That's what it looked like it could be.
So we'll add 15 yards on to the end of the run, and just like that, Dave, the Warriors are deep in Irish territory.
Yeah, I mean, immediately, and that's why you just can't give them great field position. I think it would have been best just to punt the ball as far as downfield as you can and let them start from there.
Receivers to each side. Running back now moves to the right side of the formation next to Keller Moten, who walks up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock rolling at 22 seconds. Game clock at 9:18 and rolling. Moten going to hand the ball off on the play, and just a short gain down to about the 36-yard line, and neither team running the ball out of the running back spot have got much going.
Yeah, especially lately. I mean, they were really gashing Ursuline earlier of getting 5-6 yards a carry, but lately they have really buckled down on the run and been able to stop them. That last stop by A.J. Snyder was a great play right at the line of scrimmage that way.
2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line for Keller Moten and the Warriors. 2 to the right, 1 to the left side. 2 running backs. They will run it again. Again, going to go straight up the middle, and they'll push the pile down to the 30-yard line. As we've seen a lot of different ball carriers for the Warriors, that's James Brewer, running back number, wide receiver on the roster. So they've got both Romani and Brewer in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side. Moten takes the snap. He will run it again. And breaking a couple of tackles and pushing the pile down. That looked like, is that Marty Tobin, number 28, getting the carry?
Yeah, trying to see if there's 20. Yeah, it looks like 28.
It's either 28 or 26.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's 28.
That is 28. So that is Marty Tobin on the carry. 1st and 10 to the Irish 23-yard line. They'll run it again with Tobin across the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And just been very patient on this drive, being content to keep the ball on the ground and grind it out.
Yeah, sure have. And they keeping fresh legs coming at Ursuline continuously as we get different running backs, and we have to shore up and actually look at everything to make sure who's in there at running back.
So 2nd and 5 from the 18-yard line. 7 minutes, 12 seconds to play. First half, 10-7. Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline. Here on the Sports Radio 1240 iMedia Network, Cleveland Cobras game of the week for week 1. Moten, 3-step drop, going to run right away across the 15, inside the 10-yard line, to the outside, to the 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. 18-yard touchdown run by Keller Moten, and the Warriors are on the board again.
Them guys is too explosive. And we got 2 quarterbacks that are so explosive, and you can't stand still and break down. You have to keep that outside shoulder to the outside. And D. Will there, I have to talk to him about that. You got to keep that left shoulder to the outside, as he has too much speed and agility.
Marcel on to attempt the extra point. Chase McKenna will hold for the Warriors. Play clock down to 12 seconds. Snap down, extra point on the way, and that is up and good and off the scoreboard here at Youngstown State for Marcel. 6:51 to play first half. Walsh Jesuit 17, Ursuline 7 on the iMedia One Network, Sports Radio 1240 game of the week.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back to the Don Constantini Multimedia Center on the campus of Youngstown State University on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Early stages of the second quarter, Canton McKinley and Warren Harding are tied up at 6. And Howland has a 14-0 lead over Niles in the final 4 minutes of that first half.
We see these scores coming in, and it's just good to see high school football back.
So this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. This line drive kick is going to be fielded at the 2 across the 10, 15, 20 to the 25-yard line and knocked down right about the 25-yard line. And with 6:44, Dave, the Irish, they have to respond here.
Yeah, they absolutely have to. You want to get something of some type of points before this half ends.
So we'll have to see how DC Farrell and the Irish offense can respond here in this opening half, with 6:44 to play. Irish got their lone touchdown on an 11-yard touchdown run by the senior running back, Joe Baylog, looking to get more points on the board now. Starting at their own 25-yard line, working right to left. Farrell takes the snap. He'll run the ball to the short side. Going to hesitate in the hole momentarily. He's able to get forward for about 3 yards. It's 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, they're being patient on this drive, so that's the way to be. This is an important drive for them.
6:20 to play in this first half. Irish work that up tempo, go right back to the line. 3 receivers in the formation. Baylog going to move to the left of DC Farrell. Fakes the handoff, going to dump it underneath on a crossing route. Receiver made the catch, has the first down, and bangs his way down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice little play there, and that crossing route was right on target. Got him the first down that he needed. It looked like A.J. Snyder.
Most underutilized position in football.
Yeah, tight end.
Farrell going to hand the ball off on first down, and that looked like Baylog back there at the tailback spot down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, the offensive line got to get a little bit more movement so they can get a consistent running game going.
Sun's starting to set. The lights are coming on here at Stambaugh Stadium's Beatty Field. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Farrell keeps it on the read option, and he'll get down to the 46-yard line. That's only going to get him 1 and brings up 3rd and long for the Irish. Ursuline, they want to go. They're going to go right back to the line of scrimmage. If you think, well, Farrell's new to the position, he's not. He served as their backup quarterback the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Single receiver to the right, 2 to the left side. Farrell to throw it on 3rd down. Step it up in the pocket, trying to avoid the rush. Eyes downfield, flipped it downfield and incomplete at the 49-yard line. Trying to get the football back to his big tight end, and the pass falls incomplete. A.J. Snyder, 6'3", 227, just couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
And Frangos will have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, now the ball was a little behind him, but still, as you know, as a receiver, and any receiver that's, that really thinks they should have had the ball, I'm sure he thought he should have caught that football, hit him in the hands there.
So Frangos to punt the football. Single returner back at the 25-yard line. Good snap, gets the kick away. This one much better, high end over end. Fair catch called and made. And right in his area, right in that halo area, was one of the special teamers for the Irish to force that fair catch.
Yeah, he's right there. Now they're going to have to try to see if they can hold this 4-41 and not allow another score by Walsh. They don't need that to happen.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their 20-yard line. Both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. Dave, our first time in the Don Constantini Multimedia Center on the visiting side here at Youngstown State, and pretty impressive.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I like it. Lots of room, very comfortable. That's the way you broadcast a football game, that's for sure.
Kind of gives us that feeling of being at Tom Benson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keller Moten has 1 running back next to him. Twins to each side of the formation. Takes the low snap. They'll run it on 1st down. And across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that offensive line is still doing a good job of open up the holes.
Let's see, running the ball that time, that was Cade Romani, number 23. We've got a lot of 23, 26, 28 running in and out of that running back position. Gain of 6, second and 4. Takes the snap, hands it off again. Powering his way for a first down in more is Cade Romani, number 23. And we saw them really open things up on that opening drive, and it's been a lot of either quarterback run or just a straight run on the ground of the football.
Yeah, that's really what it is. And they try to, the way I'm looking at this game, they want to wear you down as they keep pounding it between the tackles.
3 minutes, 45 seconds to play. First half, 17-7. Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline. Trips to the right. Run it again out of that spread formation across the 45 and down near the 46-yard line, and that'll be good for another Warrior first down.
Now they're in that position now, Mark. 46-yard line, first down. This is sometimes when you take a shot and try to go for a 6.
Going to put receivers to each side of the formation. Single back into the backfield behind the quarterback, Keller Moten. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. And now we've got whistles, and we've got an Ursuline timeout. Timeout on the field, 3:14 to play first half. Walsh Jesuit 17, Ursuline 7. You're listening to the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Irish using a timeout to slow down this running game on this second quarter, Dave, for the Warriors. They've really been content to keep the football on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, just pounding away. And I just see this here is a perfect spot to just, like I said earlier, to take that shot down the field.
Twins to the right, single receiver to the left side. They will run it again, this time trying to bounce it to the outside across the 50 and then driven back. Nice tackle coming up there to make the stop. Let's get you a number. Ray Javi, number 14, the sophomore from his secondary, made the stop.
Yeah, came up, very nice stop. Kept that shoulder, as I said, get that outside shoulder out there, and he did exactly that.
So it brings up second down and 4 for the Warriors. One receiver right, 2 to the left side. Again, they will run it right up the middle out of that spread power formation. Twisting ahead to the 45-yard line. It's going to be about a yard and a half shy of the first down. It's kind of reminiscent to that Ohio State spread where you see them spread you out and then want to run the ball right at you.
Yeah, because you got a lot of different – you get the blocks there. It's man on man, and you can get some running lanes in there.
Now we've got a whistle, and we've got an official stoppage momentarily. And we will reset the play clock to 25. We'll get you some Discount Power Sports scores here after the next play. This one of, looks like about 5 or 6 games going on in the Valley tonight. As we approach 2 minutes to play in the half. One receiver right, 2 to the left side. Running backs flank to the right and left of Keller Moten. He will hand the ball off again, and they're able to push the pile forward across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Marty Tobin, the junior running back, has a first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, continuously running. I tell you, this is the type of drive that can be demoralizing when you continue to just run and run and run. That's all they're doing. They're running right at them between the tackles. It can really take your will away from you.
Down to a minute and a half to play in the first half. 17-7, Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline. They will run it again. Right up the middle, 2 hands on the football. and down to the 24-yard line and close to another first down for Walsh Jesuit.
Yeah, this actually looking like some Woody Hayes days. Let's run the ball. And, I mean, they just running it right at him.
Fake the pitch. Moten's going to keep it. Slipped inside a tackle. Stayed on his feet. And got down to the 16-yard line. And we've got a whistle. And we've got a Walsh Jesuit timeout. We'll keep it here. Can update you on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Niles had an errant punt snap. Hallen recovered the ball on the 1-yard line, put it in the end zone, and now leads Niles 21-0 with about 4 seconds to play in the half. Can also tell you Warren Harding, Canton, and McKinley are tied at 6. Warren John F. Kennedy leading Liberty in the second quarter, 14-0. Jackson, Milton, and Matthews tied at 6, second quarter. And Crestview and Western Reserve also tied at 7 in the second quarter. And a lot of close games here early on, Dave.
Yeah, it sure is. And that's a surprising one, though, out of there at Niles. I know a lot of rebuilding, a lot of things going on, but with that being a rivalry game, wouldn't have thought I'd see a 21-0 score right now.
As we approach 8 o'clock, you're listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW, Youngstown, a communist media station, and the iMedia One network. As I was told earlier today, if there's an iMedia network platform, we are on it tonight. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, Western Reserve Radio, AM 600 WRQX. Jim and Coach will have Salem and Poland. Off the timeout. They are going to try and run it off the short side. That is a short gain to about the 14-yard line. But it is good enough for a Walsh Jesuit first down. Dave, you, me, and Michael will be in Beloit tomorrow night for Canfield and West Branch. Moten to throw. All kinds of time. Fires to the back of the end zone. Man wide open.
Yes, he was.
For the Warrior touchdown. That is Dominic Romani on the touchdown catch with 51 seconds to play here in the half.
I split that defense, and it was wide open. Try to recover and get back, but it was no way he was going to be able to get back to that one.
So that 18-yard touchdown pass expands the lead for Walsh Jesuit to 23-7, and Freddie Marcel on for the extra point. Play clock down under 20 seconds. And we got a flag and a procedure penalty on the Warriors. Going to back them up 5, and Freddie Marcel is going to have to try this one again.
Yeah. Get a little extra practice. Very impressive drive that there they did there in 4 minutes. And like we said, 41 seconds was left when they got that football. And they only left 51 seconds on the clock now.
And I was
Great
impressed by the throw of Keller Moten, Dave. That was off the back foot, and it was a dart.
Yeah, it was a dart. He definitely got the arm strength.
So Marcel on again to attempt the extra point. Snap, a little low, but he gets it down. They get it up, and this one is up and good. And with 51 seconds to go in the half, it is a 24-7 lead for Walsh Jesuit, and Ursuline's got to find a way to slow this machine down.
Yeah, now, as I said, that was big to be able to drive that ball there and get a score out of it. That was just very good. It didn't do anything fancy. Between the tackles, here we come. We're going to run. You stop us, and they weren't able to stop them at all.
They were definitely not able to stop them on that drive. A little programming reminder, we mentioned this earlier, due to our coverage of San Francisco 49ers football on at 12:40 tomorrow night. We will be on Western Reserve Radio 2 for Canfield and West Branch. Just go to westernreserveradio.com. Find Western Reserve Radio 2. Click on the icon there, or you can download the Live 365 app. And you can find the game there as well tomorrow night for our second of 2 this week.
Yep.
So we saw how quickly the Irish were able to move the football. We'll see what they can do. They'll get the ball with about 45 seconds to go in the half. So Marcel to kick it. Two returners standing back deep for the Irish at their 5. This is going to be a low line drive kick. Picked up at the 7. Full head of steam across the 20, 25-30, 35-40, turns the corner, 45-50, and tripped up at the 35-yard line, or he was going to be gone. That was great recovery speed by Walsh Jesuit. Thought that was going to be an easy touchdown return for the Irish.
Yeah, and that's, what is it, that's Jacques? Yeah, that's the same guy that had it the last time that we seen a very good kickoff. He has no hesitation. He gets the ball and go. And just a little shoestring tackle there that tripped him up, or he would have been in the end zone.
So 42 seconds to go in the half. Farrell takes the low snap, picks it up, set up the tunnel screen. Taylor made the catch, broke a couple of tackles, and did the smart thing to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, very smart there. Don't have to use a timeout or anything. Stop that clock. You got a lot of time to get in the end zone.
Irish going to come right back to the line. Trips to the right. Single receiver left side. Farrell rolling to the wide side. Has time. Eyes downfield. Now he's just going to flip it to his receiver.
That could be a okay.
And we got a flag on the play, and this, again, looked like he went over the line of scrimmage, and this is going to be another illegal forward pass.
Boy, bad timing for that to come out. And the loss of down normally.
It's that tough area, Dave, between, trying to make a play for your guys and not realizing where you are on the field.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you know what? For the first game of the season on a Thursday night, been fairly penalty-free. We've only had a couple of turnovers.
Yeah, that give credit to coaches.
2nd down and 4. Farrell rolling out to the outside. Looking downfield. Flips the pass downfield, and it's batted away and incomplete at the 5-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Irish. 3rd and about 9.
Yeah, he took a chance to try to throw that in there and squeeze it in.
So 19 seconds to go in the half. The sticks say 4th down. Now, there we go. We're all in agreement. 4th down and 9 for the Irish. Twin receivers to each side of the formation. Farrell takes the snap. Deep drop. Stepping up, taking a shot down the seam. Receiver out there, off his hands and incomplete.
There's a flag.
But a flag as Devontae Taylor got pushed in the back in the end zone.
Mm-hmm. And probably was a smart thing to do because it looked like that ball had a chance to drop in there. So, that's a 15-yard penalty instead of your thing like in the pros that have been right there at the goal line.
But you never did that. You never interfered with receivers,
no,
right?
Never.
Nothing that they caught. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Balog is the tailback. Farrell the quarterback. Single receiver right. Trips to the left side. Farrell to throw. Looking right. Rolling right. Flips the pass downfield. It's going to be caught and then driven out of bounds after a very short gain. And now we've got a whistle. And Ursuline going to take a timeout. They'll be left with 1 with 8 seconds to go. And this critical now for the Irish, knowing that Walsh Jesuit, Dave, is going to get the football to begin the 3rd.
Yeah, and this is going to be a treat. This has got to be something quick. Either you're going right to the end zone quickly so you at least have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Any kind of scrambling around, this may be the last play. They definitely got to be smart with the football.
With 8 seconds to go here in the half, we can tell you on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Canton McKinley's gone on top of Warren Harding 13-6 in the second quarter. Liberty's on the board, but trails Warren John F. Kennedy 14-7 in the second quarter. Jackson Milton will be there in a few weeks. They lead Matthews 12-6 in the second quarter. And Western Reserve on top of Crestview 14-7 at the break.
Okay.
Western Reserve had a nice year last year. I think they have a lot coming back. They could have a really good squad this year.
Yeah, they sure could.
Back to play. Single receiver right, trips to the left. Farrell looking that way, firing that way. Receiver made the catch and got out of bounds with 4 seconds. That ball was a little underthrown, Dave. Had he put a little more on it, that would have been a touchdown for the Irish.
Yeah, a little bit more on it to give him an opportunity to even lean forward to get in the end zone.
So Coach Reardon will use his final timeout with 4 seconds to go. And decision time here.
Yeah, this is tough here. Do you go with the field goal and try to get the short points and you're down 14? Or do you go for the touchdown? Try to be down 10. I don't know. It might be I might kick it. I mean, it's hard, but I'd rather go with make sure I get some kind of points out of this. Because if you don't, it's very demoralizing.
Did you know, Dave, this is only the third meeting all-time between these two teams, and Ursuline has never lost to Walsh Jesuit.
I'll tell you, they're in trouble right now. I'll tell you, right. And it looks they go.
They've got the
backup
they've
quarterback.
got the other quarterback now in there wearing 17, Carter Rudzik. And Walsh Jesuit doesn't like what they see, and they will burn a timeout defensively.
Yeah, that was just a strategy type of timeout. They wanted to see what they were lining up in and what they're going to do, and then now they can counter that,
And this is where the chess match begins.
Yeah.
Does Coach Reardon now then adjust to what they initially came out with?
Yeah, on defense, he may want to try to change some things. So it's definitely a chess match. This is a big play of the game. Like I said, I might have went the cheesy way out and just said kick it. But I just don't know. If they do not score, I don't know what that does to your football team.
Yeah, definitely.
It all depends.
A challenge here for the Irish. And this is it. You're probably not getting more than this play run in the first half with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, you're not going to get too much more than that.
You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week here on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240. They're going to keep the offense on the field, but they are also going to keep the other quarterback out there in Carter Rudzik. Put a man in motion, pitch it to him. That's Farrell who looks to throw. Man wide open in the back corner of the end zone for a touchdown. And that was executed perfectly by the Irish as time expires in the first half.
Yeah, that's something. What they say was good for the goose is good for the gander. They come back with their own little play in which they get it back to the quarterback, and then he throws it in for a touchdown.
So the 3-yard touchdown pass to the tight end. That was looked like A.J. Snyder on the reception.
He got some good size as a junior. This 6'3", 227. I mean, he has some size on him.
Tabak on for the extra point. And we got a flag that will stop this attempt. And a procedure penalty on the Irish will back them up 5. And we'll see if Anthony Tabak, the 5'8" senior, can knock home this extra point out of the hold of D.C. Farrell. And we've seen Farrell play in all phases of the game for the Irish here in the first half. So Tabak on for the extra point. Snap down, kick on the way, and it is up, and it is good. So we've come to the end of the first half. It is the Walsh Jesuit Warriors 24 and the Ursuline Irish 14. We'll take a break, begin the halftime show next here on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime here on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240 from the Don Constantini Multimedia Center on Youngstown State University Stambaugh Stadium. It is a Walsh Jesuit 24 and Ursuline 14 at the break. And Dave, that drive and the way they scored really gives the Irish some momentum going into the locker room.
Yeah, sure did. Because, I mean, you look at it, 51 seconds, you don't think anything can happen, but you get a great kickoff return, and then you're able to get there. So it's just a team that's showing a lot of will not to get up. And we're going to see what happens in the second half.
First half scoring looks like this as we recap the first half of action. It was a pass and from the receiver Aiden Henry to Mylan Paris from a 20 yards out. The extra point by Freddie Marcel gave Walsh Jesuit an early 7-0 lead. Ursuline came right back. 3:38 to go in the opening quarter, and it was an 11-yard touchdown run by Joe Baylog. Anthony Tabak's extra point tied us up at 7. Then it would be the kicker for Walsh Jesuit, giving them the lead at 10-7 on a 24-yard field goal by Freddie Marcel at the 10:43 mark of the first half. Walsh Jesuit would then add an 18-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Keller Moten, the extra point by Marcel. It was a 17-7 lead for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. And then on the rollout, off his back foot, Keller Moten then hit the receiver, Dominic Romani, from 18 yards out on a touchdown pass. Extra point by Marcel made it 24-7. And as time expired in the first half, D.C. Farrell came in motion. They flipped him the football, and he fired the ball down the field to his tight end, who was open in the back of the end zone. And big A.J. Snyder at 6'3" and 227 pulled in the pass. The extra point was up and good by Anthony Tabak, 24-14. Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline here at the break. And things finished strongly for the Irish at the end of the first half, but they now have to come out, get a stop, and get the football back to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, it's key. Right off the top, they have to make some adjustments on defense to take away that running game for one, and try to change that momentum. If they're able to stop them and get the ball back and score right away, it changes everything in this football game.
We're going to take a timeout as halftime continues. When we come back, we'll get you the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Just 6 games going on in the Valley. We'll also tell you where we will be at on the iMedia One Network tomorrow night for the first Friday night under the lights here in the Valley. Halftime, Walsh Jesuit 24, Ursuline 14 on the iMedia One Network in Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime here at Youngstown State, and Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline 24-14. Time for the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit them at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. And we thank Jim and Heather for getting on aboard with us, classmates of Dave and mine from high school, and glad to have them on board. On the scoreboard that we've got, Dave, second quarter, Canton McKinley and Warren Harding, they are tied up at 13, approaching the half, and that's a good one so far.
Yeah, it sure is, and a game that we broadcast before. Those two teams, they really went at it, so it seems like they got another good one going this year.
Halftime, Howland all over the Niles Red Dragons, 21-0. Warren John F. Kennedy leading Liberty 22-6 in the second quarter. Jackson Milton, the Blue Jays, on top of the Matthews Mustangs, 12-6 at halftime. And Western Reserve leading Crestview 14-7. That game is also at the break. And I always love the Thursday starts. Not only does it give us an opportunity to add an extra game to our schedule that we will do in a few weeks down the road, but it gives a chance for fans of other teams to get out and check out a game.
Yeah, for sure, and I love doing this, and you need to get out here and see it. The game tonight make you want to see high school football. It is definitely some great athletes out here, and they're playing well. Early in the season, you usually see flags all over the place. It's been a pretty well played game.
And, of course, we want to take a minute to mention the partnership between Cumulus Youngstown and the iMedia One Network continuing again this year. Jim Craven, who runs iMedia One Network, and Bill Kelly at Cumulus Youngstown. We've had this partnership over the last several years, and Charlie Connolly running things back at the station as well, and Chief Engineer Ben Schlegel. It's been a good partnership over the last several years, and we look for it to continue.
Yeah, and hopefully to stay this way has been great.
And, of course, we mentioned this earlier, but if you're just tuning in, our games tomorrow on the iMedia One Network over on AM 600 WRQX. Jim Craven and the coach, Bob Gessler, they will have Salem at Poland. That'll be a 6:35 airtime over on AM 600. Dave, you and I will be streaming on Western Reserve Radio 2 exclusively tomorrow for the Canfield West Branch game. If you're looking for that game, either download the Live 365 app and put in Western Reserve Radio 2, or you can go to westernreserveradio.com and click on the Western Reserve Radio 2 icon for Canfield and West Branch. And that's become a fun game to kick off the year the last few years.
Yeah, we've had some real good games with some top-rated quarterbacks when we did have them come together. So I'm looking forward to see who's behind center this year, and will these be some new upcoming players for them.
And, there's some interesting things when you talk about Canfield and West Branch tomorrow. West Branch returns 20 starters from last year's team. They have a new quarterback stepping in to run that high-powered offense. Canfield not only will have a new quarterback, but they have a new head coach for the first time in over 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time, so to see them come and see what type of philosophy they have with this new head coach, we're going to see if things change with Canfield. But, hey, they have always been a very good and disciplined football team, and I look for more of the same.
You look at West Branch, and Coach Cooper mentioned it in the pregame interview that you'll hear tomorrow. Canfield beat West Branch in week 1, and then the Warriors won 9 straight to go 9-1 in the regular season. So this game has a little bit of meaning for it for those 20 returning starters.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, because they want to get that back and definitely take up what happened last season. They did come out and lose that game, but like you said, they went on a nice streak after that. So it's a big football game. Those two teams get together. It's been very, very exciting football.
We're going to take another timeout here at the break. When we come back, we'll look at the unofficial first half numbers. Halftime, Walsh Jesuit 24, Ursuline 14 on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One Network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime here from Youngstown State as we greet you from the Don Constantini Multimedia Center on Stambaugh Stadium's Beatty Field. And time to look at the first half unofficial numbers. Michael Rickards been busy in the booth getting us all of the first half numbers. Running the football first for Walsh Jesuit, the quarterback, Keller Moton, 8 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Cade Romani, 9 carries for 60 yards. Marty Tobin has carried it 6 times for 48 yards. 1 run for Carlos Smith for 9. James Brewer had 6 rushes for just 3 yards. And to say it's running back by committee for the Warriors would be an understatement.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I mean, they kept fresh legs in there at all times. And I really think that bodes well for their running game because they've been able to run the ball successfully, good offensive line play. And that's kept this drives going all the time. But like I said, Ursuline has to make some adjustments.
Throwing the football, Moton 3 of 7, 35 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Aiden Henry on the wide receiver end around, 1 of 1 for 20 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver Mylan Paris has 2 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown. Romani 1 for 14 and a touchdown. Unofficial first half numbers for the Irish. DC Farrell, 5 carries, 36 yards. Joe Baylog, 6 carries, 17 yards and a touchdown. Vinny Fecco rushed it 1 time for 1 yard. Throwing the football in the first half, DC Farrell, 7 of 12, 92 yards and a touchdown. His leading receiver in the first half of action was Jaquise Lyson, has 3 catches for 54 yards. Devontae Taylor, 2 for 23 yards. And A.J. Snyder, the tight end, 2 catches, 15 yards and a touchdown. Dave, those numbers add up to a 24-14 halftime lead for Walsh Jesuit. If for the Irish, what changes, what adjustments are you making in the locker room?
Well, like I said, on defense, I definitely think you have to, because they want to spread you out. So if they did that, you might want to make a little adjustment. They've been doing a 4-3 or 4-2 on defense. You might want to change that alignment and almost go to a 3-4 and give you a chance to get somebody down the box, an extra guy, so you can stop that run. So that's been the key for Walsh. They've been able to run the ball at will. You want to slow that down and put it all on start throwing the football. You know, even though they do have big-time receivers, I think that's what you want to do.
And, you know, it's interesting. You look across the front at their offensive line, and it's not the biggest O-line we will see this year, but it seems very connected on the way they block.
Yeah, they do an excellent job, and that's what I've been watching, their double blocks and the things they're taking guys out and actually opening up where the lanes are at and just open up big gaps for these guys. And once they get the thing that makes it go, though, those backs are not hesitant. They get the ball and go. They're just put the foot in the ground and get there.
I guess this is the biggest question, though. When you look at what the Warriors have done offensively, if you load the box up, try to take that run game away, they've got great receivers on the outside that if they can win one-on-one matchups, that's a problem too.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's what's going to happen, but they have to stop the running game because it's been at will, and they've been able to do that up and down the field, which makes them just as comfortable to go when we never know when they're going to pass, and that's why they've been so diverse tonight. They've been really great, and that running game is what gets everything going.
Final break here at halftime. At the break, it is Walsh Jesuit, the Warriors 24, the Ursuline Irish 14 on the iMedia 1 Network in Sports Radio 1240. Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Just like you heard the voice say, this is the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. The Cobras are in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship, and if you are looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. And Dave, you and I have been part of that for several games this summer.
Yeah, and I love it. It's very exciting. What I really love is the referees, though. Because I learn new stuff I never heard of before every week. It's great.
Is there going to be the right amount of officials? Is one going to actually wear a referee's hat? Are they going to tell us what the penalty calls are? All the joys of semi-pro football that we don't have to concern ourselves with on a high school game.
No, not at all. We don't. We know exactly what's going on during that. But it's all fun aside though. It has been fun watching those teams, and there's some good athletes out there playing. It actually is. There's some guys out there that you wonder, wow, why didn't they get try somewhere else? I mean, we got some good guys out there, definitely.
It has cooled off down to 67 degrees as we get set to begin the third quarter. And we talked about it briefly, but Ursuline needs a stop on this opening possession for Walsh Jesuit.
Oh, yeah, they got it. They have to change the momentum right out the gate. And if they can do that and then get on offense and score, we got a new game.
So the Warriors will get their hands on the football first as we are just a few seconds away from the beginning of this third quarter. Looking ahead on our schedule, next week we head to New Middletown. Been a few years since we've had a chance to head out to see Springfield. They will take on a very good Brookfield team in week 2.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see those two teams play. We know that our partners would always broadcast in the past Springfield, and they have been very, very surprising coming out and being strong.
I think it'll be interesting, too, because Brookfield's playing at Hubbard tomorrow. Springfield is playing South Range tomorrow. So tough week 1 hurdles to get to before any of those coaches even think about week 2.
Yeah. You better just concentrate on week 1. That's for sure. That's what we see tonight. You can't look forward to next week. You got a big-time monster right in front of you this week.
We start the month of September with a trip across the border to see our friends from Sports Radio 96.7, Ursuline and Farrell. And I that's just one I cannot wait for.
Yeah, that's going to be something. Farrell always has some type of athletes coming out of there. So I'm looking for a ball game there for sure.
That is a day where Michael needs to get a nap in during the day because he is going to be very busy in what I predict will be a high-scoring contest that night.
Yeah, I look at these rosters that we got tonight. We got to make sure we have something for him right there, maybe even glued up in front of him because he's going to be looking up and down those charts for that game. I really do think that's going to happen.
So that will start off our month of September across the border to western Pennsylvania. We then head to Hubbard for Niles and Hubbard on September 13th. And a game I think has the potential to be one of the better games of 2024. Struthers at South Range on September 20th.
Yeah, we know what South Range brings all the time. We had an opportunity to see Struthers last year, and that they bring back quite a few guys, and they definitely have a good football team, so that should be interesting.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you that accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. And I see they've hired the sound effects guy.
Well, I love it. I love the sound effect.
So we are ready to begin quarter number 3. And underway with Anthony Tabak's kick, and the Irish are going to get the football to begin this third quarter. And they will have it out to the 25-yard line. And this first possession of the third quarter, and the Irish start from their 26.
Well, I tell you, that score at the end of the half was even much better to be able to get the kickoff. And that, you know what, they did defer.
They did.
Yeah. Yep.
We do a terrible job of seeing the coin toss. Let's be honest about it.
We're the worst.
It doesn't matter what game we're doing, where it's at, what stadium it's at. Something is always going on that we miss the coin toss.
Yeah, and I usually don't admit about being worse or something, but that we are.
DC Farrell starts in shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to keep it, running off the right side, turns the corner, able to turn on the speed, and he's going to be close to a Ursuline first down. We're going to mark him out of bounds about a yard shy. It's second down and 1.
He should have been only a 1-yard gain. They had him strung out right there, but his speed and elusiveness is something.
Second down and 1 for the Irish. Wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left side. Farrell takes the snap. He'll run the ball with Baylog. And Baylog not going to have that first down. He got to the 35, but he needs the 36 for the first down. It is third down and 1.
I'm wondering, Mark, I don't remember us seeing 2 quarterbacks as elusive as these two playing against each other. I don't think we have had that.
Run it again with Baylog. This time he'll get the first down, and Moore stays on his feet across midfield to the 40-yard line and down near the 38 before he's pushed out of bounds. Big run off the short side by Joe Baylog. And Dave, I think Ursuline has found something they like, running the ball off the short side.
Yeah, they sure are, and keep those legs drive, and that's what he did on that.
Farrell gives the ball to Baylog, and he got punished down to the ground after a very short gain. Second down and 9.
Yeah, still went to that short side. They have found something they like.
I'm going to say actually no gain on the play. Bring up a second down and 10. Just underway, third quarter. Irish right to left. And before the play, we're going to get a flag. And someone came off across the line of scrimmage and made contact defensively for the Warriors. And that'll be an easy 5 for the Irish. And that player is now sprinting off the sideline, off the field to the sidelines.
Yeah. Watching the coaches, everything looks good there. But sometimes I used to, back in our day, you didn't want to come off.
No.
Not pleasant.
Second down and 5 for the Irish. Ball on the Walsh Jesuit 33-yard line. Farrell takes the snap. Now he's going to reverse direction.
Oh,
and he's pulled
play.
Down in the backfield at the 38-yard line. And the defender there for Walsh Jesuit, Jamar Combs, had a little something to say to DC Farrell after he made the play.
Yeah, I seen that. That was a great play. I tell you, if he got to the opposite side of the field, he had some room to run for sure.
And Jamar Combs, where's number 4, listed as a defensive end. Not big, but he is definitely quick. Third and 9 for the Irish. Farrell rolling to the wide side. Eyes downfield, slings it downfield, pass caught for a first down for the Irish. Inside the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. Devontae Taylor on the first down reception, and the drive continues for the Irish.
Yeah, nice grab out there. Nice little sidearm motion there by DC Farrell, getting that ball in between defenders and putting it right on target.
First and 10 from the 25. Trips to the right. Baylog, single back in the backfield. And
got him again.
We got movement up front, and again an easy 5 yards for the Irish.
He must got a very good hard count because he's got these guys jumping, and they're ready to go.
So 1st and 5 now for the Irish from the 19. Flipping it out to the outside. Taylor makes the catch, turns on the speed, works his way upfield, and he'll walk into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown. And the Irish are right back in this one with 9:08 to play in the third.
Boy, that nice drive there. And that's how you catch the ball and take it straight upfield and get into the end zone.
So the 19-yard TD pass from D.C. Farrell to Devontae Taylor. And now the Irish will bring on their special teams unit, try to get the extra point. Anthony Tabak going to handle the kicking duty. D.C. Farrell will hold with the knee down at the 10-yard line. Snap, down, kick up. Extra point is good. 9:08 to play, third quarter. The Walsh Jesuit 24, Ursuline 21 on the iMedia 1 network and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia 1 network.
9:08 to play here, third quarter, and Dave, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, exactly what we said. They see them respond, see what goes on, and they definitely look good in that drive. Put that ball into the end zone.
So a 24-21 three-point lead now for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors, who will get the football for the first time here in the second half. And we'll see what offensive philosophy they decide to come out with, where they spread it out on the opening drive or where they spent most of the second quarter in a power set.
Yeah, I think they're going to stay what they've been doing. I mean, I don't see why. If it's not broken, then why should you change anything? I would come out and try to run the football as you've been doing and then mix some of the passes in there. But the big thing, the adjustment really comes on the side of Ursuline. See how they can be able to muster some way to stop that running game.
Anthony Tabak to kick. Two returners back deep for Walsh Jesuit. We'll get you a Discount Power Sports scoreboard update here in a moment. Most games around the valley. 5 others now moving into the third quarter. Tabak has the ball teed up. Right hash at the 40. End over end kick going to be fielded at the 11. Straight up the hash across the 20 to the 25 to the 30 and down to the 31-yard line. And that's where the Warriors will have it. 1st and 10, left to right. On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, third quarter, Canton McKinley leading Warren Harding 19-13. Howland still on top of Niles, 21-0 into the third quarter. Warren John F. Kennedy 22, Liberty 6. Jackson Milton pulling away from Matthews 19-6. And it is Western Reserve 14 and Crestview 9. And we have a Ursuline player down on the field.
Yeah, so Maury Brown, number 12. I mean, he excellent. He broke down just like you're supposed to. He might have got one of those stingers, as they say. Just the way he made that tackle, putting that shoulder in there. A lot of times that's when everything just goes numb, you know. So maybe something of that nature. I hope that's all it is that happened there.
Yeah, a couple of trainers looking at Brown, who was down at the 30-yard line, and we saw one come off the field and head to the sidelines, and good to see him up and sprinting off the field towards the huddle on the home side here at Stambaugh Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Good to see him get up. I'm telling you, those are scary because you get hit there and everything just shuts down. You only have a couple minutes, but it shuts down like something is definitely wrong.
That's the best part of being in the broadcast booth. Nobody's going to hit you.
No.
I hope.
Well, it could happen here.
With this crew, anything could happen. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Moten to throw it. Now he's going to tuck it in a run. He'll get across the 40 and slide his way down to the 45-yard line. And he is very elusive in the open field.
I told you, these are two of the most elusive quarterbacks that I remember as actually broadcasting, whereas one on each team. Very similar. And I mean, boy, these guys 0 to 60 quickly.
1st and 10 to the 45-yard line. Warriors left to right. They'll reposition the running back in the backfield. Twins to each side. Low snap. They will hand it off on 1st down. Squeezing through an opening across the 45 and all the way down to about the, we'll call it about the 40-yard line before he's going to be knocked down.
Yeah, it looked like a very patient running. That's what I like what he's doing there.
Spot him at the 42, 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go, third quarter. 24-21, Walsh Jesuit leading Ursuline. Moten going to run it. Now he'll try to cut back across the field. Got a block.
Oh.
Flag came on that block.
Mm-hmm. He'll be taking that back.
And that flag flew at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, they came out immediately when that block was made.
And, I mean, it wasn't a blindside block, but it was close.
Yeah, very close.
So the block in the back is going to back up Walsh Jesuit Warriors and put them behind the chains for one of the few times here in tonight's game.
Mm-hmm. But as we see, they come out doing what they normally do, run the football, staying consistent of what they've been doing. And basically it's just telling if you're gonna have to stop us from doing this.
Ball back into Walsh Jesuit territory at their 49-yard line. Twins to each side, single back in the backfield with Keller Moten, who takes the snap. He's going to keep it, has a seam, gets across the 45, and down close to the 44-yard line. And nice 5-yard pickup, brings up 2nd down. Good crowd here at Stanbaugh Stadium on a Thursday night.
2nd down and 12. Huh?
Youngstown State opens up a week from tonight at Villanova, the team that eliminated Youngstown State from the FCS playoffs last year in round 2. Moten fakes the pitch. He's going to keep it. Try to get to the outside, and he is pulled down at the 44-yard line. Fantastic open field tackle.
Yeah, Terrion Davis, number 8, coming up. And I think he's one of the guys that I thought it was D.C. Farrell earlier in the first half that made a tackle, but it was actually him. He's been playing well on that outside.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Running back to the right side of Keller Moten. That running back with him is Cade Romani, number 23. Warriors running that check with me offense where they turn and look to the sidelines. Moten rolling, throwing downfield, too tall and almost intercepted but knocked away.
That's a good play by Wills. Got stepped on there.
So it's 4th down and 12, and decision time for Coach Alexander, and I think he's going to use his first timeout right here.
We got an injury over there. Deshaun Wills went down after that play.
So that is, we are screened off for the most part from the player that is down on the sidelines, and that may, the way they're working at it, I think it's a cramp.
Yep, that's the way it looks. He jumped on that play to try to get his hands on that football, and when he came down kind of awkwardly. And this is what you get when you get the cool nights early in the season. And we see those things happen. And these guys going to have to just get that, walk it out, get some fluid in them.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, they've gone to the end of the third quarter at Howland, and the Tigers still on top of Niles 21-0.
Oh, boy. Haven't been able to put any points on the board yet.
Hard to replace one of the best running backs in Trumbull County history in Antoine Gardner.
Yeah, well, I don't even have to say anything about what that guy did. We've seen it last year.
Who will be suiting up right here for Youngstown State, depending on if he doesn't get redshirted, of course, playing for the Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
So with 6:24 to play here in this third quarter, we have a stoppage for an injury before we're ready to get back to play, and it's been 14 unanswered by the Irish to draw within 3.
Yeah, you're right. The momentum has really switched there.
So ready to get back to action. 4th and 12, and Walsh Jesuit leaves the offense on the field. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield, and Moten's just going to quick kick this one away. And it's going to take a Warrior roll and then check up at about the 12-yard line, and that's where Ursuline will get the football back and starting to check things off the list. Score on the opening possession, force a stop, get the ball back. Momentum turning towards the way of the Irish here in the third.
Yeah, and you know, when we think about that, as I said, they were able to run the football. Walsh, they've been running it. But to have a big-time receiver in which Walsh has, they have really shut that down when you think about it. They just really haven't been able to throw the ball all over the field like I thought it might happen when they spread. They haven't been able to really do that.
Now, you talk about a 6'4" junior receiver in the name of Mylan Paris, who has offers from the likes of Purdue, Wisconsin, and Kentucky.
Yep.
Farrell's going to keep the football, and there was no running room for him once he tried to turn up inside the hash, and good thing he was able to hold on to that football.
Yeah, they haven't been able to any consistency to open up holes for them to be able to run the football because they need to do that. They need to be diverse a little bit, and they've been really having big plays that has kept their drives alive.
2nd and 12, 5:50 to play, third quarter. 2 receivers, short side to the right. 1 outside of the hash marks to the left. Farrell fakes the handoff, fires underneath, pass caught across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That was an absolute dart by D.C. Farrell. And the receiver down with some cramps, it looks like, again.
Yep, I think that's what's going on here.
Now, if you're just tuning in, you're thinking, well, it's a cool night. It's in the low 60s. You wouldn't expect cramping issues, but it's been a problem tonight.
Yeah, and it will happen on a cool night. You know, even though it's 60-something degrees, at this time of year it's usually warmer. So the body is a lot different. That's why it's so important. People try to hydrate the day of the game. That's not when it starts. You know, on that Monday when you come to maybe watch film, that's when you start hydrating during the week. And keep a lot of water, Gatorade, a lot of fluid in your body so that when that night comes on Friday night, you can be well, you know, that everything is right for you. So these things don't happen, but you're starting to see them pop up. We haven't seen anything happen, at least that we know of, on the other sideline in Walsh, but we done seen this 2 times in a row. Yeah, and it's trying to come back to this. That gate doesn't look too well getting off the field there.
Big student section for the Irish off to our left. Getting into it during the timeout. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 7 from the 17-yard line for D.C. Farrell and the Irish. Farrell twins right, single receiver left, steps back, going to fire downfield. Receiver had to come back to the football. This is going to be close, Dave. I don't know.
They gave him a spot. I think they're going to give him that 1st down. It's going to be close. They spotted him at the 23. Yeah.
And they are going to give him the 1st down. It wasn't by much.
No, not at all.
Irish right back to the line. Same look. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They will run it with Baylog. And Baylog across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Picks up a couple. 2nd down and 8. 5 minutes to go, third quarter.
And they're trying to speed up the tempo a little bit if they can.
Two receivers again to the short side, 1 to the wide. Single back with Farrell, who's going to keep it. Broke through a wave of defenders. Able to stay on his feet. Got the 1st down across the 35. and out to the 37-yard line, and that'll again move the chains.
Yeah, and if he get right past that little wedge of players there and cut it back outside like he's getting ready to try to do, he might have been off to the races.
Trips to the left. Farrell looks that way. Floats the little screen out. Receiver Taylor makes the catch and got tripped up across the 40. And spot him at the 42-yard line. Devontae Taylor, the big 6'2 junior, has had a good night.
Yeah, he has.
4 minutes, 12 seconds to play, third quarter, 24-21. Walsh Jesuit on top of Ursuline by a field goal.
And they do real good with that little option route that they run.
Farrell takes the snap. He's going to follow Baylog, try to get to the edge, but no running room. The ball came loose. I thought
call.
Farrell was down.
He was definitely down. He definitely was down.
And they're going to say this is Walsh Jesuit football.
Bad call.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, and I'm not a big guy proponent of really saying anything about the referees, but there's no question the ground can't cause a fumble.
Farrell was down, the knee was down, there was time that passed, and then the ball rolled out.
Yeah, that one looked clearly like you could see that.
That is a tough call going against the Irish here tonight in a 3-point game.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think they'll try to go big play right away to their big play receiver. I don't know why I feel that, but nope, they
decide to run the football. Breaking it to the outside and getting down to the 30-yard line is Cade Romani, number 23.
Another guy down.
It looks like another player down at the 39-yard line.
That looks like it might be Tyrion Davis, number 8.
A couple of scrimmages for both teams, and now getting the head start of most of the Valley with only 6 games, 12 teams playing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like it's going to be an interesting season. Like, I look and I say, we've got some really good teams. We know Ursuline's good. We know Struthers is good. We know South Range is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see what else kind of comes of this season. Like, you look at the NE8, who has 7 teams in it right now.
Right.
All of them but one last year made the postseason.
Yeah. Yeah, and and you always get a team that pops up. We're not even thinking about them of being good, but then we get to the 5th week of the season, and we find out they're 5-0. Or a team that you might think would be anything, they're 4-1. I know it's going to happen.
That's why we always like to design our schedule to be flexible the second half of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 31-yard line of the Irish. 2 to the right, 1 to the left side. Running backs to the right and left of Keller Moton. They will run it again right up the middle. And it down to the 26-yard line. And you've been watching that offensive line for Walsh Jesuit. And Braden Pearsall, number 67, the junior that goes both ways, been very impressive tonight.
Yeah, sure has.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Again, 2 running backs behind Moton. They will run it again. Flag comes in
there
as he's down to the 20-yard line. And
bad spot for it to come flying in.
That might be our best flag throw of the night so far.
Yeah.
That had some distance on it.
It had some distance, and it actually hit the player right between his numbers. Not a bad toss at all.
That holding is going to back them up, being the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Also, if you didn't catch it earlier today, our friends on Sports Radio 1240 debuted a new high school football talk show, High School Football Extra, brought to you by Joe Dickey Electric. Ron Potested, Champ Summers, from 4 to 5 earlier today before the Boom Boom Room. They'll be back 4 to 5 next Thursday. Make sure to tune in and get ready for next week's action of high school football. Moton to throw. Going to dump it underneath. Receiver makes the catch to the 25 and down near the 23-yard line. Coming out of the backfield, that's Cade Romani, who's been really involved in this offense in many different ways for Walsh Jesuit.
Yeah, he's run the ball well. He's caught the ball out of the backfield. He's been a very good player tonight and hard to tackle, too.
Big third down coming up defensively for the Irish, trying to recover from the turnover. Moten takes the snap. They will run it. And stood up and pushed back. He's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of this first down.
Yeah, it looked like they're going to spot it even closer, Mark.
And the initial spots coming in from each side initially did not line up.
But I'm sure they're going to go for it because it might be just 1 yard, if that.
Two backs flanking Keller Moten. Now he'll look to the sidelines. Thought for a minute he was going to go up under center, but he'll drop back into the pistol. He run it, and that's a first down for Walsh Jesuit to the 15-yard line. Marty Tobin, the junior running back, who's seen some action throughout the game, gets the first down for Walsh Jesuit.
Yeah, nice hold there on the right side of the defense, and and he got through there.
Two receivers right, one to the left side, two running backs in the backfield. That's Moten again on the carry, and it's going to be just shy of the 10-yard line. Bring up second down. They can get a first down at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
Minute 10 to play, fast-moving third quarter.
Sure has been.
Same look for Walsh Jesuit. Two to the right, one to the left, two running backs in the backfield with Keller Moten. He'll hand it off again and powering his way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, close to the first down.
That's Marty Tobin. Check that. That's Carlos Smith in our initial starting lineup who got that carry. And we approach 35 seconds to go here in tonight's third quarter. Two receivers right, one to the left side. Quarter clock at 25 seconds. They run it again with Carlos Smith.
Got the first down there.
And he will get the first down at the 3-yard line, so it is first and goal for the Warriors. Clock stops momentarily. Now it'll run with 15 seconds to go. You're listening to Sports Radio 1240 WBBW, Youngstown, a Cumulus media station, and the iMedia One network. After 3, Walsh Jesuit 24, Ursuline 21. We're back with the Linus Pierogi House fourth quarter next on Sports Radio 1240 and the iMedia One network.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
First and goal for Walsh Jesuit off the quarter timeout. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2nd-yard line. 4th quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available favorites for dine-in or carry-out. Moten takes the snap, run it to the short side, try to cut it back to the goal line, and he's stopped just shy of breaking that play, and it'll be 2nd down and goal. And now we've got a whistle as we've got a couple of players slow to get up at the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
Looks like this might be players that were still tangled up and trying to get separated. All those big guys in the middle of that line of scrimmage. So it's 2nd down and a goal from the 1-yard line.
That was strange.
We got Tobin and Romani in the backfield. Moten takes the snap. He's going to keep it, follow his back, and he'll walk into the end zone for a 1-yard touchdown run for Keller Moten and the Walsh Jesuit Warriors.
Yeah, nice easy run there. Big hole. Step right on in there.
So his 1-yard touchdown run, and the lead grows to 30-21 in favor of Walsh Jesuit. Marcel on to attempt the extra point. Flag before the kick, and there was movement up front on the offensive line for Walsh Jesuit.
That didn't have to happen a couple times on their extra points.
You know, Dave, it doesn't get any easier for Coach Reardon and the Irish. They head to Bishop Hartley next week for another tough contest on the road.
Yeah, and that's part of that division, right, that's coming in
next year.
Next year? So that's another one of the teams is in it.
I think Coach told me the majority of that league they already play.
Yeah.
Marcel on for the extra point now. 5 yards deeper. And that is hooking, and that's no good.
Yep.
So that's a big missed extra point by Freddie Marcel. 11:25 to play in tonight's game. It is Walsh Jesuit 30, Ursuline 21 on the iMedia 1 network in Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia 1 network.
11:25 to play in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. And we go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. How about this one? On the road, Harding and Canton McKinley tied at 19.
Yeah, I tell you that. That's something to go up there. It's tough to play up there, too.
I'm curious. I think Harding's got a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how they take to Matt Richardson as their head coach, but I think they might have a nice year.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. At least they're showing it this opening night.
So this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. That is a deep kick back to the one, bobbled at the one, picked up there
that
across
could be
the
dangerous.
10, 15, outside 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's gone across the 30, 20, and pulled down from behind at the 15-yard line. I said he's gone 5 yards too soon.
Yes.
And he was pulled down on a great tackle from behind.
He has had 3 great returns in this football game. And, sometimes the coverage breaks down when you bobble the ball. And that's what happened. Bobble the ball, the coverage breaks down, and he runs the way he does with no hesitation. It's big time.
I don't think the voice is in regular season shape.
It's all over.
I might need to do some exercises.
Okay, we're going to have to put you in a program.
Some extra laps after the game. So 1st and 10 for the Irish, just like that. Farrell has trips to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to run it up the middle. 10-5, touchdown, D.C. Farrell. And the Irish get right back into this one late in the 4th quarter.
That's how you answer something. I mean, that's unbelievable there. Still 11 minutes and 7 seconds. Unbelievable.
So a 16-yard touchdown run for Farrell. And just a 18-second scoring drive. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Snap down, extra point all the way, and it is up and good. And we are in a fantastic game here in the latter stages of this one with 11:07 to play in the 4th quarter. We'll keep it here, and it just shows you that quick strike ability that the Irish have.
Yeah, I mean, to get right down to it, and that their special teams, it's been doing great on the returns, and that guy's a big-time weapon returning the football.
And that missed extra point by Walsh Jesuit could loom large here in the 4th.
Yeah, and you think of everything that didn't happen. Everything that happened tonight.
There's been a lot.
Remember, Ursuline went all the way to the goal line and fumbled. If we fit, we're not thinking about that, but they did. They had the opportunity to be in the lead right now. This has been a very good football game to open the season out.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard, 3:19 to play, 4th quarter, 28-0 is the lead now for Howland. They scored in 2 plays after the Red Dragons fumbled away a punt, and Howland a 28-0 lead in the 4th.
Boy, it's been a while since Howland started off with a win. And you, just like you said, you don't know what Niles have, but it makes you wonder.
We saw, Howland gave Niles a tough game last year on Thursday night to begin the season.
Yep, that's true.
So we are waiting the kick now.
To that guy named Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
I call him Mr. Gardner.
Sir.
Because that's exactly what happened. It was like, this guy is non-existent.
Right.
And what happened?
The second half flipped a switch and it was over.
It was all over with.
So we've got a 2-point game with 11:07 to play here in the 4th quarter, 30-28.
Yeah, won't forget that game. I said the floodgates open, but it actually really was floodgates towards the end of the game. As we got rained out of there, almost we almost could take a boat home.
Yeah, we may have hung out in the booth for a little while before we left that night.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly, in 28 seasons, I've never seen rain like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Tabak going to approach the football. This one will go end over end, fielded at the 12, across the 15, 20, 25, 30, cuts back 35, 40, and out to the 42-yard line on that kickoff, brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. Oh, the little things that go on in the press box that people don't get to see. So, fantastic return by the Warriors, Dave. Puts them with the football at the 43-yard line to begin this drive.
Yeah, that's a great starting position to be able to start out right there. And really, there's no need for them to panic. They don't have to go all out, assault, throwing the ball. Do what you've been doing. It's been successful.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Twins to each side, single back in the backfield. Moten, the quarterback, drops to throw, fires downfield, too tall, incomplete. He had his receiver, Jonah Campagna, on a streak route down the field, and nobody was near him, but he locked on his number one target, Mylan Paris, and overshot him incomplete.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened. Something you don't want to do.
Second down and 10, a low snap. They will
nice fake there.
Run it on second down with the quarterback who slips across the 50, and Moten's down to the 48-yard line.
Probably about a yard short on first down.
So it'll bring up third down and 1. Moten takes that low snap, puts it in the belly of his running back, who fell forward, and
got a first down.
I
They
think
got another
he
cramp.
just got it by falling forward.
Okay. A.J. Snyder jumped up out of there, but they may have to bring somebody in soon, because if it's cramping up like that, it's not going to hold. Yeah, there you go. Get him out of there.
Yeah, they're going to substitute him, bring in a new defender for the Irish. That's Rashad Harris, a sophomore, who's just 6'3" and 201. Moten to throw it. Time, going to take the shot downfield, batted away.
And almost caught on the deflection.
Wow. So that ball was deflected, incomplete. That's Luke Kohler who got a hand on the football to knock it away and bring up second down and 10. 10:07 to play here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Linus Pierogi House. 30-28, 2-point lead for the visiting Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Run it on second down, and stood up after a very short gain is Marty Tobin, and it brings up a third and long.
Yeah, this is big here. They want to keep moving the chains if they possibly can.
Third down, 9. Walsh Jesuit going to send 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Single back is to the right of the quarterback, Keller Moten. He drops to throw. Now he's going to run across the 40, 35, and slides down near the 32-yard line with a Walsh Jesuit first down.
And he's done this a lot tonight. I really think, I haven't seen Ursuline go to it at all, but I would have a spy. Definitely get one of my athletes and be a spy on that guy.
And it's not even, I think that's designed run all the way. He's not even looking at a receiver.
No.
It's just, take the snap, 1, count, and then go.
Yep.
He'll take it. This time he will hand it off to his running back. Broke a couple of tackles and got across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Cade Romani on the carry, number 23. We've seen every time Walsh Jesuit has needed a big drive, they've been able to put one together.
Yeah, this has happened time after time.
Second down and about 2. Run it again. And on the carry, that's Cade Romani.
Enough for a first down, though.
And that will get him a first down to the 21-yard line. Got our first final of the 2024 season on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Western Reserve, they go to 1-0. They beat Crestview tonight 27-9.
All right.
First down and 10. Moten's just going to keep it inside the 15 and down to the 13-yard line. So Western Reserve starts off their campaign 1-0. Second down and 2 from the 12-yard line. 7:40 clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. Moten puts the running back to his right. Went to put the ball in his belly, and we've got a flag that will stop play. going to be a false start on Walsh Jesuit that'll back them up 5. Second final is in tonight. The Howland Tigers start off the season 1-0 as they defeat the Niles Red Dragons, Dave, 28-0.
Boy, what a way to start it off against a rival and really just shut them down tonight.
So second down and 8, twins to each side. Single back in the backfield next to Keller Moten. Moten hesitates, keeps, looks for a gap in the defense, and dives down to about the 6-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal for Walsh Jesuit. Clock continuing to roll in the favor of the Warriors. It goes under 7 minutes to play in tonight's Lena's Pierogi House 4th quarter. Makes me hungry, Dave, every time I say that in the 4th quarter.
That's it.
I'm not going to say I know this for a fact, but I feel like, intentionally put it in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that might be intentional.
Moten takes the snap right up the middle, and then he got knocked down at about the 2-yard line. So it brings up 2nd and goal for Walsh Jesuit. Clock continuing to run. Walsh Jesuit content to run the play clock down that is at 20 seconds. Just now getting lined up as the play clock approaches 10 seconds. Moten takes the low snap, looks for the goal line. He's going to be short again.
Nice tackle there.
He's at about the 1.5-yard line and brings up 3rd and goal.
They're using all the clock that they can.
So 3rd down and goal. Scoreboard says the 3, but it looks to be a little closer than that.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably at the 2-yard line, if not inside it.
So 3rd and goal for the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. Going to pitch it to the outside and pull down. He's not going to get in. That's a great tackle. Working his way to the outside. That's Drake Campbell, number 4 on the stop.
Yeah.
4th and goal.
Here it is. This is big. I mean, you're going to be up under 5 minutes, and you are up under 5 minutes now.
Score here makes it difficult, but not impossible to come back. Moten takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Going to look for the end zone, and this time he got in from 2 yards out. With 4:41 to play here in the 4th quarter, Moten has another rushing touchdown from 2 yards out. So the lead is 36-28. And Freddie Marcel on for the extra point.
And it's a big extra point, too. Big time.
Marcel missed the last one off to the right. Ursuline's coming from the middle and from the outside. Snap down, extra point on the way, and this one is true. 4:41 to play 4th quarter. It is Walsh Jesuit 37 and Ursuline 28. We will take a timeout, come back on the iMedia One Network and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
4:41 to play here in the fourth quarter in tonight's Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Couple of games coming at you tomorrow night. It may feel like Friday, Dave, but it's not. It's only Thursday. We get to do this all again tomorrow.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been saying Friday all day long. And no, one more.
We will have Canfield and West Branch on Western Reserve Radio 2. Download the Live 365 app or go to westernreserveradio.com to follow us for that game tomorrow. AM 600 WRQX, Jim Craven and the coach Bob Gessler will have that game between Salem and Poland. Moten on the ground, 20 carries, 134 yards unofficially, and 3 touchdowns. Romani, 17 for 106. They've gotten it done on the ground.
Yeah, they sure have. They've been able to run the ball at will, really, tonight, and that's really what set up everything on offense. You know what's remarkable for me? That they continue to kick the ball off to the kick. I don't understand it. You know, I wouldn't even kick his way. I just kick somewhere else. I'll squib it. They kick it straight to him. I don't think I would do that. I done had enough.
Right.
I would have had enough by now.
He is definitely a game changer in the return game for the Irish. So Marcel getting ready to kick the football away on this Repair That Glass kickoff. This one short, bobbled, loose ball at the 20.
Uh-oh.
Across the 25-30, 35-40, 45-50, 45-40.
Oh, my goodness.
To the 35-yard line and almost broke that one.
Yeah, well, you know what? Just kick it out of bounds. Just take the penalty. I mean, this is insane. Dude, anybody's getting their hands on the football, and they are returning it. Very good return there. Who was that? Kevin Baldry.
Now, that may be something that this Walsh Jesuit coaching staff is going to need to work on, because they have definitely been giving up some big yardage in the return game.
They sure have.
So DC Farrell and the Irish will start from their 36-yard line of Walsh Jesuit. They'll empty the backfield and put Baylog out wide to the right side. Farrell to throw it with time. Stepping up, avoids the rush. Trying to get to the outside, has speed across the 30, 25-20, and out of bounds near the 18-yard line. And when he turns on the afterburners, no one's going to catch him.
No. You don't want him in the open field. Nobody around. Nice pickup there and to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Farrell's not the biggest guy, 5'9", 157, but someone you got to keep your eye on. And we got a whistle, and we got a false start penalty on the Irish. Will back them up 5 yards. Trying to get some updates on the scoreboard tonight, as we're all getting back into regular season mode.
Mm-hmm.
As again, the state championships will end the second week in December at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. Farrell to throw, has all kinds of time. Stopped on a dime, threw back across his body, pass caught, and stopped at about the 17-yard line. That's Brown on the reception. Three minutes, 50 seconds, clock rolling in the fourth quarter. Farrell takes the snap, drops to throw. Tried to flip it underneath. The receiver got tackled, and there's no flag.
Wow. That's all I can say also. Wow.
I don't know how to explain it. Amir Brown, who was the intended target, he got tackled.
Yeah. Mauled. No call.
Dropping to throw. Farrell takes the look. Downfield, and the ball knocked away at the last second and incomplete. And it brings up third down.
Nice contested throw there. Is it third or is it fourth? Fourth down.
Yeah, fourth down now. 3:39 to play here in the fourth quarter, 37-28. This will be the game for the Irish. They need a conversion here.
And I know he's going to try to pick that up, try to get that score. But I think the best would have been just to get some yardage on that and make it a little bit more manageable down.
Farrell drops to throw, turns the ball over, has a clean pocket, fires sidearm, and
I think he did catch that.
I'm not sure. It looked like it skipped. We haven't gotten an indication.
I think he actually caught it.
We're going to get three officials that huddled together. And they call that incomplete. So they got together, they said the pass skipped and incomplete, and Walsh Jesuit will take over on downs.
I think they might be ready to go home or something, but that one looked like he might have got it to me.
So the turnover on downs and gives us a chance to step away for a quick break. 3:30 to play in the fourth quarter. 37-28 Walsh Jesuit on the iMedia 1 Network in Sports Radio 1240.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
So the turnover on downs gives the football back to Walsh Jesuit with 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. They were one man down and had to hustle that 11th man onto the field right before the snap of the football. They're going to run it on first down right up the middle. That's Marty Tobin. Tobin picks up about 7 yards. And it looks like the Irish are going to use a timeout with 3:23 to play in this contest. And the fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry out. Call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. See if we get any more final scores. Haven't seen any come across just yet. Warren John F. Kennedy leading Liberty 22-12. Jackson Milton on top of Matthews 24-6. And haven't seen anything new since Canton McKinley and Warren Harding tied up at 19. See if we can get you an update on that one. For the most part, good close games around the Valley tonight.
Yeah, for the most part.
Moten lines up, takes the low snap, puts it into the belly of his running back. Again, that's
another timeout.
Was that Carlos Smith, number 20 on the carry? Check that. That was Tobin, 28.
Yeah.
And Ursuline will use another timeout. So it'll be 3rd and 4 for Walsh Jesuit. And the Irish down to just one timeout remaining.
Yeah, and that's what I'm sure they want to try to stop them and use that last timeout and maybe try to force them to punt the ball.
Try and get the ball back with 3:18 to play here in the game. Trying to search and see if we can get you an update on that Canton McKinley Warren Harding game. Big matchups for a Thursday night across the state of Ohio, Dave.
Yeah. For the first weekend. Usually you don't see that many games as scheduled like that, but definitely got a first week where it's some very good football games.
And that's kind of how you like to see it. You kind of jump right into the season and see how things shake out.
Yep.
Third down and 4. Ball on the 24-yard line. Moten takes the snap. He's going to run, skip through one tackle,
And then got knocked down right at the first down marker.
What a good spot.
And that's going to be a Walsh Jesuit first down.
Now, either I can't see, period, or these glasses are so dirty because I don't think there's no way he got to the 29-yard line.
Canton McKinley, 26. Warren Harding, 19. That's under 11 minutes to play, fourth quarter, in the Discount Power Sports scoreboard.
Man.
That's a tough place to go and try and win.
Yeah, it is.
Twins to each side. Moten has one running back with him. He will give the running back the football, and he is wrapped up once he crossed the 30 and got down to the 31-yard line.
They'll be smart to just use as much clock as they possibly can.
That's Romani, who will limp off to the sidelines, and Marty Tobin checks into the Warrior backfield. Second down and 8 as we approach 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. (37-28), Walsh Jesuit with the lead and the football. Letting that play clock roll down to about 13 seconds. Moten going to take the snap. He's just going to keep it, try to work off tackle, and he is swallowed up back at the 30-yard line. We'll lose about a half yard and bring up third down. But we're down to a minute and 35 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they can run this down to about 58 seconds or so.
So third down and 8. And they're going to let this play clock take as much time off of it as they can. As we mentioned earlier, Ursuline on the road for the first time on this season. They will head to Bishop Hartley next week. Two receivers to each side of the formation. And now, I'll let the clock run down, and Walsh Jesuit will take a timeout with 57 seconds to go, facing a third down and 8. And this schedule doesn't get any easier for the Irish. You've got games coming up later on in the season against Cheney. You've got to go to Farrell in a couple weeks to take on the Steelers, and Aunt Begeese's Steelers are always very good.
Mm-hmm. They definitely got a tough schedule.
And with the expanded playoff field, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can, especially when you're not in a conference yet.
Yeah.
You can load up your schedule, and the record might not be as impressive as others, but you may be more prepared for a deep playoff run.
Yeah, and we didn't see that. We didn't see them win a championship with, I think they had a 5-5 regular season record. So I mean, it's all on who you're playing. And it definitely prepares you for a deep run.
So off the timeout, third down and 8 with 57 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Fake the pass. Moten's just going to keep it, then hit the pile at about the 32-yard line. This will bring up fourth down, and they'll be able to punt the football. The Irish will use their final timeout with 52 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Like I said in the first half, this facility on this side of the Stambaugh Stadium, our first time to be here in the Don Constantini Multimedia Center, and it's a nice vantage point to broadcast football from.
Yes, it's perfect. I mean, sit down, you see everything. The viewpoint is great. I couldn't think of anything better.
Right, there's no obstructed view.
Nothing. That's just perfect to be able to broadcast the game from here.
So we thank, of course, the sports information staff for Youngstown State. Trevor Parks, Jamie Hall, all the staff at YSU. So this will bring up 4th and 8. And Jake Hossman on to punt the ball away for Walsh Jesuit.
Play clock at 12. High looping snap. Hossman just does get this kick away, and that's going to float out of bounds. And what I believe was their first punt of the night, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, kicked it right out of bounds away from anybody returning it. They had D.C. Farrell back there to return the punt. They don't want anybody to get their hands on the football.
The way the returns that they have given up, especially in kickoffs.
Yeah.
Smart move to just kick that ball away and out of bounds. And Irish will have it at the 48-yard line of Walsh Jesuit with 47 seconds, down 37-28 and out of timeouts.
Yeah, I tell you, it's they both got things to work on. Walsh and their special teams and Ursuline with their run defense.
Farrell drops to throw. Time going to go down the seam. Has a receiver out there. He made the catch and was tackled at the 6-yard line. Coming out of there with the football, it's Ray Javi, the sophomore, and Farrell dropped that ball right in the bucket.
I mean, right in there.
Right back to the line. Farrell takes the snap, sets up the wide receiver screen, turns the corner, lowers the shoulder, and powers into the end zone. Yeah. Devontae Taylor has an Ursuline touchdown.
Yeah, he's too powerful. This is unbelievable.
37-34 with 34 seconds to go.
No, they may go for 2, but I would just kick it. Let's see. Yeah, they are. I mean, because you win with a field goal. So honestly, we already know it's coming. So, that's what you go with. Get your extra points. Very important.
Anthony Talbot. Snap down. Farrell gets it down, and the extra point is up and good. So 34 seconds to go. We are back to a 2-point ball game at 37-35.
Yeah, I tell you, both of these teams played some football tonight, and no need to hang in your head on this one. This was a very well-played football game.
Late fourth quarter, Warren John F. Kennedy 22 and Liberty 19. That's another team. Look out for Liberty this year.
Yeah, I've been hearing some things about them that they may surprise.
They have a fantastic sophomore quarterback, Deshaun Moody, who has been one of the premier athletes. Last year we saw him kind of come on the scene, and now as a sophomore we'll see what he can do.
Yep.
So the Irish will come out now down by 2, 37-35. It looks like Anthony Talbot, who will handle this, what is to be assumed to be onside kick. Actually, they've got a couple different kickers out there. They've got Drake Campbell and John Frangos, all kickers, lined up around the football. Walsh Jesuit says, hold on a minute. That's too many kickers. Let's see what we want to do here. They're going to take a timeout. Now, they had Talbot, Campbell, and Frangos all listed as punters or kickers on the roster.
Yes.
And I've seen that before where, one player, Dave, will approach the football but veer off, and another one will kick it. And
yeah.
I've never seen 3 kickers before, though.
They sure was pulling off some shenanigans, as they say.
Right. I mean, I don't think it was a kicker meeting at the middle of the field.
No.
So we will see what Coach Reardon elects to do now after Walsh Jesuit used the timeout. They do have one remaining in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House.
Lena's Pierogi House. Boy, I wonder if they're savory.
I believe they are. I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, we already experienced
that was just an inside joke that had nothing to do with the great pierogies at Lena's.
Sure.
They will do it again. All 3 kickers out there: Talbot, Campbell, Frangos. Which one of them is actually going to kick the football? We will see. It's Frangos off the side of his foot, popped up, caught at the 45-yard line.
That's how you do it. Pound the guy anyway.
So Walsh Jesuit has the football at their 45-yard line. And they'll have to snap it a couple of times here in the final 34 seconds. Walsh Jesuit coach Nick Alexander in his 6th season. Going to start this year off at 1-0, and we know how good these two teams are. They both lost last year in the regional finals.
Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised we see them back in the playoffs this year.
The problem for Walsh Jesuit was they ran into Hoban twice and lost twice.
Yeah. That's one team you don't want to have to run into.
Ursuline lost in that regional final to Chardon 31-14. So we wait for Keller Moulton to take one more snap. He will take a knee.
That'll do it.
And that will do it here tonight. Our final score, it is Walsh Jesuit 37 and Ursuline 35 as both teams go to midfield to shake hands. We'll take a break, come back and begin the postgame show next here on Sports Radio 1240 and the iMedia One Network.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 of each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at Youngstown State at Stanbaugh Stadium, the Ursuline Irish fall to 0-1. Walsh Jesuit improves to 1-0 as Walsh Jesuit wins here tonight 37-35. First for the visiting Walsh Jesuit Warriors, Keller Moulton, the quarterback, 23 carries, unofficially 139 and 3 touchdowns. Cade Romani, 18 carries for 109 yards. Moulton through the air, just 4 of 11 for 47 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leading receiver Mylan Parrish, 2 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown. For the Irish, led in rushing by quarterback D.C. Farrell, 12 carries for 87 yards and 1 touchdown. Joe Baylog carried it 10 times unofficially for 48 yards. Farrell through the air, threw the ball well tonight, Dave. 15 of 23, 197 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he absolutely did. This has been a fun night. This game has been great, and it's been great with you guys too tonight.
Devontae Taylor, the leading receiver, 7 catches, 72 yards, and 2 touchdowns as Walsh Jesuit gets the win here tonight, 37-35. 42-35. And for Ursuline, they've got to go on the road to Bishop Hartley and try and find a way to rebound in week 2.
Yeah. Not an easy task.
No, absolutely no. That's going to be a challenging game for them, and we will see the Irish coming up in a couple of weeks. Don't forget, high school football coverage continues tomorrow. 6:35 AM 600 WRQX. Jim Craven, Bob Gessler. They'll have the call of Salem and Poland. Dave, myself, and Michael, we will head to Beloit for Canfield and West Branch. That game exclusively on Western Reserve Radio 2 with coverage of 49ers football on Sports Radio 1240. That'll be a 6:40 pregame and a 7 o'clock kickoff. Big thank you to everyone here at Youngstown State for the perfect view right at the 50-yard line. We appreciate that. And, of course, Athletic Director DeSantis for Ursuline for everything he did getting us ready for this broadcast. For the crew here in the booth, Dave Ferris producing on a site tonight, Michael Rickard on the numbers, my partner Dave Clark. My name is Mark Means. Final tonight, Walsh Jesuit beats Ursuline 37-35 on the iMedia 1 Network and Sports Radio 1240.